You know, I was gonna do one of those really rapid introductions and then do the video for Drawn and Quartered, but then I realized I'm not doing Drawn and Quartered tonight. Welcome to a work stream. That's where you sit around and watch me and my friends work and talk and have no real rhyme or reason other than we just want to hang out on a Wednesday night with you and each other. So that being what it is, hold on a second. Talking to Isaac. All right, let's bring in some people. What's up, Justin Capper? And hello, Matt Carlson.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Wow, that's you're like in a bathroom or something?
No, I'm in
the echo is something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's all good. Let me bring everybody else in and we can just start shooting crap. Jeff, the guest.
What it is.
Of the kahuna. That makes me the kahuna.
No.
Hey, yo, Justin says, Funky Monkey Frat House to the moon. Oh, yeah, I can show you guys what I've been doing in my animation lately.
Yeah.
Yes, you can show us.
I will. Hello, Amy and Melissa.
Hey, Amy, Melissa.
Hey.
So was Melissa giving you instructions on how to do it?
She was not. I was getting some pointers from Doug Tnaple and Larry Whitaker, though. So.
Oh. Well, Melissa would give you some advice if you wanted any.
Yes, I will take it. I will take it. Let me see. Let me see if I can.
I'll even yourself.
Where am I gonna? I have them on Twitter. Maybe that's the best place to show them.
Oh, how's Larry doing?
Larry's doing all right. I mean, I haven't talked to him too much since
Good.
last time. I mean, we do contact here and there on Twitter or on Telegram. Mostly on Telegram, I think. But
nice.
Here's what it is. Hey, everybody, if you're here, please. I didn't do any promotion for this show whatsoever. So please do subscribe, like, and share, do all that fun stuff. And let me figure out where the hell I posted this stuff. Okay, this is the coolest one. If it opens. If I can get it to open. This is the one I did most recently. Present, share screen. This is my drunken monkey boxing. I had a lot of fun. I like doing the smoke. So
that's really awesome smoke.
Yeah, the smoke was the fun part. I mean, the whole thing's the fun part, but you know, like going through and inking every single one, that's the tedious. It's a little bit tedious, I think.
Yeah.
So what else did I do?
That's cool.
Let's see. I did a bunch of them that are just sort of. Yeah, I don't have them like uploaded anywhere proper because I'm a dork. But let's do.
So what program were you using for your animation?
I'm just doing on the Procreate Animation Assist, which is not a very robust. It's just like a flip book. It just gives you, you know, it fades out the previous. It fades out all the panels or the cells that you're not currently using.
No, yeah.
So it's just, it's like a flip book, but it's not very robust. And it doesn't have a lot of memory. So I don't think it's something like if I wanted to do like a 3-minute cartoon, I'd be up a creek looking for something else to do it with.
Yeah. You'd have to find a different way to manage that. You know?
Yeah. Here's one. I don't know if you guys saw these on. I did post some of them to Telegram.
Oh, those are lovely.
Yeah, I saw them in the Discord and on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah, Discord,
well, what are these for?
Wait,
I recognize them now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I just started goofing around and what I first started doing was taking some of my still images that I had already done and then just sort of doing the little 3-frame cycles so they look like they're moving and stuff. So like, let me do it this way.
I love your
Grab them.
smear frames. Those are great.
Yeah.
So like this, I did this little just like three frame,
A little chaos
ready to
thing.
fight type thing.
What's that game?
I don't even remember where I posted all these. Oh, I did this one. Oh my gosh, it's so big. All right, so I just took pre-existing stuff and I kind of
Oh, that's awesome.
exporting as MP4.
That's awesome.
Oh, this one's. I did the same thing with this one. Gosh darn it, these won't open. Oh, here we go. I did this one. I added a background to this one so it looked better. So it's like,
That's fun though.
Oh,
That-
that's awesome. I like how he's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like
good.
the
To the moon.
instruments from the atmosphere kind of pressing against them.
yeah. And then I should probably put all these up in the same place so that it's not impossible for me to find them on it. But that's just me. That's how organized I am. This one's kind of, I don't know, the pacing on it's a little weak, but it's just a little fun little
Oh, that's
keto
fun.
move.
It's a nice
Oh, that's cool.
character.
Which characters is that going to be? The same monkey or the
No, I'm not gonna finish
like-
that one up.
Just
How
practice?
dramatic it is and how much energy is put into that attack and how simply it's deflected. Just like, okay, no.
Yeah, that's that's Aikido.
Yep. It's cool.
So that other guy, that's Steven Seagal, right?
I thought so.
Steven Spiegel.
Steven Spiegel. Here's one. I might redo it and just remove. Doug was the one that told me to do like the repeated fists and stuff because that's like a Chuck Jones type animation thing. But I think I like the smears better than the multiplied.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the multiplied fists. I think it looks like he's growing a second hand.
It's AI art.
No, I mean that's if you go back and you watch all those old cartoons, they do that all the time. Yeah.
But it's
And
like
that's
it's like
fine.
basic shapes
Here's
though,
a-
right? It's like
here's a
little
little-
hands really basic.
Kicker. This
Nice
is a
kick.
fun little spin kick. I could probably time it better, but yeah, I've been
Oh, yeah.
wasting so much time doing this.
It's fun.
Oh, that's
isn't it?
great.
It is fun, but and ultimately I would like to open a browser. Ultimately, I would like to
Oh, that's great.
I want to do my fighting game. So I want to do a
Yeah.
fighting game and I want to have like all these
Oh,
different
really?
characters, funky monkeys, Pepe Trumps, maybe a squid grow squid, the Chads, just like all these different, Web3 characters for a cool. What I want to do, I'm gonna spoil it for everybody. I want to take sort of like a Double Dragon and mix it with like a map questing type of game, and then a tournament style Super Smash Brothers type game. So you'd have your map and you'd be going from, you'd want to get from one place to another because the destinations of the tournaments where you're fighting other people live.
Mhm.
And then you could have like a waiting room where people can, you're waiting in one, you finish one destination, you're in that waiting room with other people, and then you can pick like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe 2 to 4 players, and then those people together team up and they go through sort of a Double Dragon or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type
Like an arcade game.
side-scrolling fighting
Yeah.
game. So you kind of get your practice with your character as you're going from tournament to tournament, and then you reach the tournament destination, and then you're fighting against each other and the other people who are there. So that's kind of my. It's sort of my ultimate goal. I don't know
Cool.
how and
That's
when I'm
also
gonna get
an
there.
approach, though. And it also,
Yeah, I
if
didn't want to just do one thing. Like I want to take different great ideas and mash them together, because that's how you do something unique but familiar.
I'm supposed to be helping sick people, but Jeff showed up and he's on,
Ah,
and he's like, Mike is on, and I'm like, I have to go hug Mike.
Oh,
you're
big
that.
hugs. All right, well that's enough. That's enough. Well, let's see what Elliot has to say about dancing Pepe Trump.
I'm dancing.
Dancing,
I'm dancing here.
Yeah, I only sent Elliot a couple of these. I don't know
Those
which
are
ones I sent you,
fun.
Elliot. I sent you the smoking one.
Yeah, the drunken
Same.
monkey.
Yeah. So you haven't seen these other ones. Maybe you saw that one. I know. I sent you
Yeah.
one of the Trumps.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know Aikido. I know the best Aikido ever. Only the best Aikido.
Oh, that's great.
Everybody knows it.
That is funny.
Oh, this is the one I sent you.
Yeah, that's. I was
I
like,
do
wow.
kind of want to finish that one, but man, it took me all day to ink that the Smoking Monkey one.
Oh, let me see that one.
Oh,
Oh, you already did it. That's the one you showed me earlier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't know where it is. 'Cause I don't know where anything is. Oh wait, I have it here.
Under monkey.
This one.
Get your monkey off my back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you know what that line is from?
Get
No.
your monkey off my back.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's Golden Child with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Oh.
that
Oh, the guy looked like a monkey.
Yeah.
I remember that.
oh yeah, this one. All right. Enough
My brother
Anthony.
has forgiven me.
playing with my.
Brother
All right, Snow says,
Lucy.
wait, Elliot is here.
Brother
Yes.
Lucy.
Kevin's coming in too. So
Please put shackles on me. I must be purged.
all right. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing that. I'm gonna share something someone's actually drawing, which at this point is Matt Cousin. What you drawing, Matt?
As a commission, someone wanted they wanted domino like in feudal Japan. So I'm just kind of getting the basics of the layout. I did a thumbnail, and then I'm just kind of like working on the layouts. So I wanted it to be
That's-
like on top of a roof.
Oh, that nice. Oh, look at that.
I like that layout.
Thanks. I wanted something that she's surrounded, and then I kind of like how in the feudal Japan, like people like Lady Snowblood, and that she had like her one arm out of the sleeve, where she had the action arm, and then she had like the Yakuza wear these bandages over their chest, but she's of course female, she's got the bandages wrapped, so half her chest is exposed, but since she's a woman, she's got the wrap over covering. And then she had like a musket. It's a weird like a musket. So I had to figure out how do you hold a musket, and there's really no like really big grip. It's almost like a stick with like a barrel on it. It's weird.
Oh yeah, those old ones.
Yeah, because he
As
wanted
opposed to
it.
the ones.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do. He wants me to do a few of them, so I'm gonna do like a bunch of Marvel characters in feudal Japan or something like that.
Oh, cool.
So I thought I'd put ninjas because there's ninjas in the comics. Like I was looking at what is it? I got this Force series, Sabretooth
Oh yeah, I remember that.
by Texera.
Yep.
It's only I got 4 for I guess it was $6. Not bad. But yeah, Texera, man, I love how rough and everything his stuff is, man. Like, look at that. Look at that painting.
Yeah.
And then his like chunky black like brush work on the lines and stuff. Like how is it? Like, look at that. I like that. The guns look ridiculous.
Yeah, he was very original.
And look at the ninja panels with all the ninjas coming at him. But look how rough they are too. I mean, it's just basic. Like he just probably just went straight in and inked these guys. Just yeah. And there's one it's so rough, but yeah, like look at the shadows, like the shadows on the face there, that really black, just scratchy shadows. And I also like that they didn't color, like overpower the drawings with color. You know what I mean? They didn't over render. It's just simple colors. Look at those guns, man. Look at the size of the thing. It's like jet engines you're carrying around. But yeah, some cool stuff. I thought just kind of for inspiration, because I'm finishing up Modded, but then I'm also going to be working on a new comic book with another guy. So I'm kind of gearing up for that because it's not going to be like heavily manga looking. So I've been studying like guys with shadows, and I kind of want to work on a lot of shadows. It's like a horror comic, which is not like my forte, but I thought it'd be, interesting.
I don't know what Texera does now.
I've seen him. I know he does like commissions and stuff for people, but he did a cover for, I can't remember what it was for. I seen someone posted a cover. But yeah, look at that. I like that layout right there too. It's just like, it's like a nice Deadline style and layout where it's like the Marvel guys back in the day when they would do stuff. It's like, you don't take time to draw like detailed buildings and detail like everything. You just kind of like, you get a gist of it, and then you do the way he laid it out. You can make this dynamic looking page, not boring, but not have to draw tons of background and detail. Like that's enough right there to kind of get you, okay, he's up on top of a building, it's dark up there. And yeah, just enough. So cool. But anyway, yeah, I've been studying that, so I'm kind of getting psyched up. So I'm like, I'm going to start doing this even with this. I'm going to put more shadows, kind of shadowing out the guys' bodies. Of course, I'm just trying to first get get everything composition down, and then I can play with the shadows. Because I started realizing I wanted to read like a good silhouette, like even her, just everything is like if it makes a cool silhouette, the design,
Yeah.
then I can start going to town on what I want to do with the drawing. But for commissions, I realized it's got to be like, you have to make it look interesting. I guess it's kind of like a cover. I guess that's how I look at it. I don't know, maybe I overthink commissions, but I'm competing.
Yeah, I
with
tend to overthink commissions too, because it's like one person you're trying to make happy.
Yeah, you're making, and you want to also repeat business, or if they share it with other people, you want to make it look cool. And I'm like, sometimes I see that I always take pictures of my drawings. Like I'll take my cell phone and take a picture of it, and then that way I can see it shrunken down. And then I'm like, oh, that's kind of weak. And then I'll fix things or change like the layout or whatever.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, so I just go boom, take a picture, and then I'm like, okay, now I see it small, shrunken down. And it just looks different now, and I go, I know what I need to fix.
Yeah, you can get so battened down on one aspect or one detail or one thing that's really interesting you that you kind of like go like, oh, wait a minute, and then forget to stand back. I know I can do that sometimes. It's like,
well, there's times where you'll think, oh man, I really like this. For instance, I like this background ninja guy, but then you spend all this time drawing him, and you're like, wait, you're just kind of out of place, or the composition's wrong. You got to erase the whole thing, and so now I'm just like, okay, I want to get basics, and then not go to town. I feel free to do it. I don't get bogged down with. It's kind of like that feeling when you got to do something. You go into the next room to grab something, and you totally forget because you got sidetracked. You're like, what was I in here for? And I don't want to do that with my drawings. I do that with drawing. I'm like, I start drawing, and I'm like, oh wait, what was I doing here? I was getting bogged down with cool ninja guy or whatever, or a gun or something.
yep. I'm like, oh, wait, I was doing something. What was it? Oh
What
yeah.
was I doing? And I have to leave the room and like retrace my steps. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I was doing this. But and I
We'll
pulled
see
out
what,
this.
hold on, I'll see what Elliot's doing.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
I was gonna say Batman's cape, but that's his web shoot. Is his spewing web?
Yeah, it's a commission, so you can get for a what do you call those? I don't
Jam
know.
pieces?
Jam piece. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. So people are gonna be inside the web.
Yeah, I'm using the chunks of the web to be the pieces where head sketches can go.
Oh, cool. Smart.
Jam pieces are fun.
And you got to set the standard with your first sketch, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Isn't it funny though how like you ever get those sketchbooks people hand you at a convention and there's like insane art in it and you're like, oh crap. You're like,
Yeah.
now I gotta bring my A game.
Yep.
Like they got Adam Hughes in here and they got Brian Stelfreeze. I'm like, oh geez, man, what the heck?
Yeah,
And
that would
I'm
be
looking
pretty
through this whole
wild.
sketchbook. Oh.
There you go. Is that a Jack Kirby?
oh, speaking of which, this guy, he gave me a commission. I actually got to ink it. It's pencil drawing from 1985, like an anime pencil drawing from a convention. And I'm like, are you sure you want me to ink on the actual piece? I could like copy it and print it out.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, do it over the pencils. I'm like, I go, the paper's from 1985. So I'm like, I wonder how it'll react to my ink too. So I'm like, I'm going to test. I don't know. I just got to go for it, I guess. But I'm nervous about it.
I've heard some inkers will get like a drawing and they just value the pencils under it too much. They said, I inked it, but I did not erase the lines. Like, okay. There.
Yeah.
You got it.
Dude, Walden Wong has the freaking gnarliest story that's like that. And it's
Yeah.
do you guys remember the X-Men SpaghettiOs?
I love that. X-Men SpaghettiOs.
You don't remember?
I do.
Arthur Adams
Yeah.
did the artwork for the X-Men SpaghettiOs,
Oh my gosh.
and the guy that bought the art from it, and it like, let me see if I can find the art. It's so funny. This is a great story. X-Men SpaghettiOs. I literally had this can for like 20 or 30 years.
Wow.
And then it was outside and it got all gross. So
And then I got hungry.
yeah.
Ew.
I wonder how good those SpaghettiOs taste after 30 years.
Age.
So I'm pretty sure it was. Gosh darn it! Was it this one, or was it a different one?
That was like Art Adams.
X-Men
Yeah, that
Art-
is.
Yeah, that was Art Adams.
Yeah, several. He did several of them, and then Mike Wieringo did several of them.
Wow. I
Okay,
didn't know
so yeah, all right. So one of these, I believe it was the SpaghettiOs one, but it's not this one. The guy who bought the original art, he only wanted the Wolverine, right? So Walden is one of Art Adams' inkers, and so they hired Walden to like black out the rest of the page.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
And he's
the-
like, "Are you serious?"
what a weirdo, man. What the heck?
It's
What
like,
is
well, you know,
wrong?
it's their original work. So I mean, they own the page.
So
What's
Weldon
wrong?
got rid of the page.
Yeah, that's what he should have done. Was just like,
Oh, I would have just, yeah, dude.
sketched
I would
over
have.
on another one, and you know,
I wouldn't have done it, dude. I gotta tell you right now, man. I would have been like, this
Ooh, what a
page
good
going into
idea.
Did they pay him in peanut butter?
Not
Not
that
Weldon, Walden.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
My bad.
that was your bad. That was a terrible bad. How dare you? Anyways.
But that would have been funny if it was peanut butter.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say he
Yeah,
wanted you.
SpaghettiOs.
He wanted you to color it using SpaghettiO sauce or something. I'm like,
Let me see if I can find the actual one. It was X-Men.
That's crazy, man.
right?
I couldn't. I can honestly tell you that I couldn't do it. I think I can't do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if these cans are worth anything. It was from 1995.
You make a pretty good
All right,
pencil
so 30
cup,
years.
right?
Ahead of 30 years. Okay, here's the different one. I think it might have been this one. I don't know why I can't find a better.
Oh,
Here's
with
one.
Archangel and Storm. Huh.
Yeah, but Wolverine was front and center on both of them. So, oh look, somebody ripped the can. I should have done that.
Wait, there's something on the back of the label?
Rip the label. Oh, I didn't know that.
Whoa.
What's that? What
Oh,
was
so
there?
that's the one?
Well, if I go on eBay and these are actually worth money, I'm going to be pissed.
And if they're not, you can buy one to replace the one that got rusty.
True.
Eh, I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm not a big
Okay.
SpaghettiOs guy. All right. So, Kevin, you're here. Hello.
Hey, Kevin.
Hello. Hey, Amy. Hey, Melissa.
That's
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerkmonger.
Yeah.
Elliot.
You just snuck right in there. So what you up to?
Absolutely nothing right at the moment. I'm trying to figure out something to draw. the
Oh,
stream.
yeah, I get that.
I am drawing a blank, so I'm just noodling until something hits me.
That seems like a good idea. Spaghetti-o noodling.
Goes with the theme.
Yeah, that's basically, if anybody wants to know, that's kind of what Marvel Creative Services does. So anybody out there in the chat, that was some of the stuff that I was working on. Things like that. Not that specifically, but things like that.
Yeah, like product art.
Yeah, that was good money, man. Easy work,
there-
good money.
Do you remember any of the things in particular, or did they necessarily tell you what it was for?
Yeah, well, there was some of it. I mean, like that was 1990 something, and I was working on it like in 2000 and around 2017 to 2019, something like that. And so I was doing the custom comics part of it. Like they would have businesses order custom comics for whatever.
Oh,
Let's say like medical equipment, things from like the company Siemens would call people or call Marvel up and say, hey, we got an MRI machine and we want to make kids not nervous for using the MRI. So we'll do a little comic story based around the MRI, and they would get like, actual Marvel writers and stuff. Guys like, I don't know, Fabian Nicieza comes to mind as one of them. And they would just, do a comic story. Like the one I did was for MRI. Now I've done, like, for people who don't know that are out there, I've done other Marvel work. This is just stuff they kind of asked me to be a part of and do some while I was doing Marvel work. But
that's really wonderful. I mean,
yeah,
helping kids not be scared.
yeah, but it's stuff like that. There's other things. Price Waterhouse Cooper or whatever. I'm not very familiar with who that is, but they had some custom comics done. There was a Fantastic Four one that I did. There was the Siemens one I did one with Captain America and Iron Man. I did for Toyota and the New York Jets. I did the Hulk and Thor mini comic, and that was fun because they threw in a bunch of old Hulk villains. So there was, or at least a couple of Hulk villains, and there was Leader and the Abomination, and then there was that troll dude from Thor, Ulik the Troll. So yeah, there's a little bit, there was a chance to at least have fun with the stuff, but that,
Yeah.
And it paid well.
yeah,
And
exactly.
well, yes, that too.
And then the last thing I did, since Mike brings up the paid well thing, one of them was this is a pretty funny story. I think you guys will probably probably enjoy it. I did one for, what was it? It was something. Oh man, it was some kind of project for kids that had disabilities and stuff like that. And they had unique prosthesis and stuff, and they gave it. It was basically they treated them like a super team or something like that, but it was to focus on the prosthesis, these unique prosthesis and stuff. But they were like one girl in particular, I think, may have been a gymnast. Man, it's been so long, or at least it was the last thing I did, and it's hard to remember everything. But anyway, they made that part of a show on Disney Plus right when it launched. So that's how far back it was. And so I didn't know it was going to be on the show. I found that out way at the last minute. But I did all this stuff, and there were kids. All the artwork is of kids and stuff. And I drew this stuff, and it was straight pencils. I don't think they had an inker, or maybe they did. I can't remember. Anyway, I was holding on to the artwork because it was, the pencils, and all I did was send in the digital stuff. And I got to thinking after I did the project, and I was like, wow, I'm not going to be able to do anything with these pages. And I was like, they're kids, and nobody knows these kids. There's no I don't think there's any Marvel stars in any Marvel characters that are in the pages. So I'm like, what am I going to do with this stuff? And I got to thinking, I'm not going to be able to sell at shows, whatever, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these. And this is before I knew that they were doing this show that spotlighted all the kids and actually showed some of the artwork from each of the books. There were several books, several kids, several books.
No, I don't like where this story's going.
No, it's funny, but I guess you could kind of look at it in a kind of a odd manner too. Anyway, like the show premieres, and I hadn't really heard much from Marvel, and I was like, okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my next gig. And Marvel contacts me and goes, do you still have all the pages for that, for the story? And I was like, yeah. And it's like, well, we got some concerns. Marvel wants to buy the pages back from me. And I was like, okay, what are you offering? And I won't say what they were offering. It wasn't like a gigantic total or anything. It was reasonable, but it wasn't anything to knock your socks off. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, I wonder why they... And I think one of my editors alluded to they didn't want those pages out there because they were young kids. And you make of that what you will. But the thing that killed me is they contacted me right when I found out that it was a show on Disney Plus, and I was like, man, I could sell these. I might be able to sell something, might be able to do something with this,
Interesting.
Disney Plus, there might be some market for people going, hey, it's got at least a little bit of, some kind of value because it was on Disney Plus.
Right.
And they contacted me right when it premiered. It was like, hey, can we buy those pages back from you? So that's just cool.
Add another zero? Go for it.
Yeah, I think they didn't want, because the girl that I was drawing, she's in the public eye. I think she was a gymnast or had some kind of not notoriety, but popularity, something. I think they didn't want unseemly element buying pages of kids, of real kids, So, or they may want to just give it to the actual kids. I don't know. I'm not sure. I never heard what happened to the actual pages.
It would be nice if they did give it to the actual kids. That seems like that would be the decent thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. But my thing was just like, at least tell me about it. I mean, I'd like to, I'll personalize it or.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
It's always neat when you see what happens. Like you make something, it goes out into the wild, and then you find out what happens to it. Like, oh, cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the spirit of what we're talking about.
Yep.
That kind of story makes me think too. Like, Man, I wonder if I could have like held out and sold these for you know what I mean?
Yeah,
In retrospect, you're like, oh man.
yeah, exactly. But it
But
was
during that time,
crazy because it was the furthest thing from my mind that any of that stuff showed up on Disney Plus. I got a few
Yeah.
seconds of screen time of my art
that's cool.
in the first episode, or I think it was the first episode. And,
Did someone call you or tell you that it was on there? Or?
no, I don't remember ever getting any kind of notification that the art was featured on Disney Plus.
Did you just tune in and found it?
Well, I saw that they had a show on there, and they showed something that like.
Oh, you recognize like the kids or whatever.
Well,
you're
you know,
like,
there's a little header at the top of the Disney Plus, and it shows whatever their whatever the month's newest shows are or whatever. And I think maybe I want to say maybe I saw that up there, and then maybe it flashed a piece of artwork or something, and it had something to do with the kids. I recognized one of the kids, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then I checked it out. I was like, oh, that's my stuff, and that's my stuff. What's this?
Oh, that's cool. That's how it was. I found out about they made one of the short story. I did a short story for Metal Hurlant, which was like kind of like heavy metal, French heavy metal. And then no one told me anything about it. Then I found out that they actually did an episode based off my comic I did with another writer, and I was like, what the heck? Like I didn't even know about this until it's already done and it's already out there on DVD. I'm like, what the heck? And it's in English too, so I'm like, it's on YouTube, and I watched it. I was like, that's crazy, man. Like no one ever told me anything. They didn't say anything. The publisher never told me anything. And you think it would? It's not like they're not super huge. You think they'd be like, hey, guess what? We did this with your. It's like, nope. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid I wanted money or something. I don't know. Probably.
Heaven forbid.
They were like, probably like, he's gonna want something. I'm like,
Well, they didn't pay me anything for the Injustice animated movie.
really?
That's
Yeah,
a
see,
bummer, man. That
they
really
Yeah.
should pay
is.
us something.
I freaking storyboarded. So lame.
Yeah, like the whole thing. You see it, and it's like shot for shot. You're seeing different things. You're like, man, what the heck? Especially now when they try to make it like the comic book, they kind of like respect the comic more now than they used to, and they
Yeah,
want to make it
I
like the
respect the
comic.
creator.
Yeah, except we respect the comic, just not the guy who did it. That's a totally different story. Yeah, I had to sign a contract for humanoids. So they owe me money, and so the only reason they had paid me my money is because they needed me to sign a contract, but they didn't tell me that until after they paid me. Like, oh, by the way, we got a contract you need to sign, and it was for them to get the option to sell the option to a studio. So they probably, I don't know how much they got, because options usually aren't tons of money, but I don't know how it is now with a studio and a publisher, how that works. I know with an individual, it's like option, you get a certain amount of time where they could shop it for shop it. Usually it's a producer will do it. But yeah, I was like, I wonder how much they got for it, because if they're willing to pay me, because they owed me like $3,000, and if they're willing to pay me that much, they had to have good money from the option then.
Yeah, Larry, Injustice.
Injustice. So that was Injustice, kind of like an Elseworlds type of like world, or like Ultimate.
Yeah, it's totally an Elseworlds.
Okay, because it looked
So
like
they
different
made it,
Superman.
they
Batman.
made the whole animated film off of my. Well, I mean, I only did a third of it, so but they didn't even put. I don't think they even gave me a thank you or a credit.
What?
Or anything.
Either your name's not in the credits or anything?
I don't think so.
God. They're like, we own you, DC. We own you.
They just, man,
Jim Lee fixed this, man.
I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks. Jeff.
yeah. Take care of it, Jim Lee.
Well, seriously, man, that's ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah.
Or else we'll send Elliot after you. Elliot the Enforcer Fernandez.
I mean, they made a video game off of it too, and
well, no, the comic was based on the video game.
oh, was it?
Oh,
okay.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Even though
Oh, so the other way
comic
around. I
came
got
out
you.
before the video game, it was still based on the video game. We got
So
the
they wrote the video game script first, and they adapted it for a comic.
So I guess they knew they were going
Right,
to be
yeah.
making like a multiplayer game and went, hey, let's have a comic for this.
Black Red. Yeah, basically.
No.
But it turned out to be a pretty big deal. I mean, the good fan response to it. A good
Oh
people
yeah,
buying it.
it did really well.
Yeah, I mentioned to people, and they actually, I was surprised how many people knew about it. Or you say Injustice, like, I love that book. I'm like, what? Like, I'm out of the loop when it comes to superhero books, but when I ever mention it to anybody who likes it, they know what that is.
Yeah.
Was that a printed comic or was it just an online comic? I can't remember.
It was a digital comic. Here's the thing. So the digital comic was the #1 digital comic in the world for like 5 years.
Wow.
The pamphlet only sold about as much as the Flash. So it was like
Really?
18,000, something like that.
Huh.
But the trade paperbacks, every time they came out, were #1 New York Times bestsellers.
Wow.
So
Isn't that funny?
yeah, there's this valley of interest in the pamphlet market, but
Know your market.
yeah. So
So do you think selling the book as trades would have covered the overall like price of production? Or would
Oh yeah, they made a killing off of that thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I get that. I still get royalties off of Justice.
Right on.
I just don't get it off the stinking cartoon. Maybe the cartoon didn't make any money. I don't know.
well, okay. So good for trade paperbacks and video games.
Mm-hmm.
I can only tell you that I looked up Mike's stuff on Injustice after I played Injustice 2 because that was such a beautiful game.
Yeah.
It was graphics on it are really nice.
It does look cool.
Although it was the start of it hit right around the time that people started making women less feminine looking. That trend in video games started. So, you know, Wonder Woman's kind of pretty, but she's not too pretty. And Black Canary is kind of, you know, not smoking hot.
Alpha Proto, a pamphlet, is just the 20 to 30 page saddle stitched comic books that you're used to seeing on the stands.
And the floppy?
The floppy.
The
Yeah.
floppy.
The old floppy.
Well,
Floppy jalopy.
if you get too many pages, they're not floppy anymore.
It's true.
That's true. This is accurate.
Hence the name.
Well, yeah, there are people who are like,
What are you up to, Jeff?
Nothing. Why do you ask?
Alrighty then.
No, I'm sitting around. Did I tell you? I told you about my con experience, didn't I?
No,
Experience.
not me. Oh, I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah, no, I sold out.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Congrats.
So
Good job, dude.
I reserved three titles or 3 books per title and or 3 copies per title, and by the second day I had like 11. I went there with like 60 some books. I had 11 left,
Oh, nice.
and so I
Nice.
sold those, and my wife wanted to get going early, and I'm like, well, I guess we're going home early now. So we were out of there by 12. We were out of there by like 12:45.
Oh, I'm
Which convention was it?
You should have stayed and made more fans.
Yeah.
happy wife.
Hi, buy my book. I don't have any, but here, take my bookmark. I have lots of them and a pen. Here, let me throw a pen at you.
Larry's in the
Larry.
chat. He says, hi, everyone.
Is Larry down?
Is that the Larry who was on the show 2 weeks ago?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the Larry.
'cause
Oh,
he
hey,
didn't have
Larry.
facial hair.
You're not
Was
busy tonight, Larry?
Was and is.
How you doing?
Hello, Larry.
Did Mike not send you the link again?
Well, he's been busy.
Oh, okay. Is he getting settled? Finally getting settled in back home?
Hey, Henry.
No. So alone. Okay, Larry needs the link.
So, Jeff, which convention was that again?
Larry.
This is Midland Comic Con in Midland,
So
Michigan.
alone.
Okay, Midland. Okay, I heard that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Neither have I, but I'm finding that my audience is kind of like somewhere between comics and the craft stuff. They're like right in that middle place. And it seems when I go to those that I sell quite a few books. When I go to just dedicated Comic Cons, I am sitting there, with my thumb up my nose.
Oh, interesting. So the more versatile, I guess, the group of people going to the show, the more
Yeah.
book readers you run into.
Yep. Of course, it also didn't hurt. I was sitting right across from a Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
And I kid you not, I probably sold more books than Barnes and Noble did.
The heck was Larry?
Well, maybe they'll get the idea and they'll start carrying your books, and then they'll start making some money with their coffee.
Yeah. Well, my wife wanted me to go in there because they have a Starbucks in the Barnes and Noble. She has a bunch of, she had a bunch of like those gift cards because she works at a school and the parents will sometimes give them a gift card for like Christmas. She's got like 12 or 13 of those things. So she's like, okay, go get some, like pastries or something. We'll have them for dessert tonight. And so I went in there with these gift cards, and they're like, "Yeah, no, can't use those here. This is actually Barnes and Noble. We sell Starbucks, but we don't take the cards." And I'm like,
Oh,
okay, she's had these cards for like years.
oh no!
So I went and bought whatever. But I'll tell you that we hardly got any sleep the night before because they had a cheerleader convention.
Ooh.
And
wow.
yeah, we had these cheerleaders next to us that are all night, and we literally called the front desk on them twice. So we got like 2-3 hours of sleep, and when we got there, we were just dragging. And I hadn't had anything to eat by the time we went to dinner that night. I had one beer and woof, went back to my hotel room, and I just fell asleep at like 9:30. Which is hardly ever.
Yeah.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
Hey,
I'm so excited.
great to have you back. Awesome hat.
Thank you.
Why are you excited?
I got a desk and my laptop on it. This is a big step for me.
Absolutely.
I've got my Proton pack ready to hang on the wall, my Ghost Trap underneath it, my Ecto 1 license plate, my Out of Time license plate, my Flux capacitor. The studio's coming together slowly. So
1.21 gigawatts. Tom, how am I gonna generate that kind of power?
With your
the future.
So did you buy any Bitcoin?
I did not. Only because my very good friend, close friend, Mike hasn't been able to help me out. I've been busy. I was going to blame Mike, but it'd be a lie. And I still want to say something.
Everybody blames me for everything.
No.
That's never stopped me from blaming Mike.
That's accurate.
I do. Yeah, I do want to buy some, and I want to dip my toe in the water, but I want to do it properly and with Mike holding my hand as I slowly wade in with my little waders on, and I have those little wrist waders, the little blow up doll thing. Anyway.
So does your floaty thing, does it have a duck hat on it or a unicorn or?
Mine's a dragon.
A dragon.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Okay.
John Wick. Hello, John Wick. This is Mike.
Oh my gosh, John Wick's watching. That's cool.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I would say dollar cost average, and just buy it for the next 3 to 6 months. and then start laddering out. Because within a year, or don't ladder out. Here's my thing. I don't sell my Bitcoin. I borrow against it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll never have to actually sell it because I just borrow against it on a decentralized lending platform. And
Borrow against it.
yeah, that's
Never heard
the
of
way I do it. Not financial advice,
Right.
but
So
you
you-
should do that too.
What do you mean borrow against it? You mean is that they're taking a loan out?
Yeah.
And then how do you pay
I
back
wanna-
the loan?
I don't have to pay it back because the value of the Bitcoin continuously goes up.
What
Okay,
happens
good. Huh.
if your holdings in cryptocurrency go down and you borrowed against it and suddenly you're upside down?
I can't be upside down because I can only borrow up to 50% of the value. If the loan to value ratio goes below 80%, then they start liquidating the assets so that to maintain the loan to value ratio at a maximum of 80%.
Oh,
So
interesting.
they may end up selling it, but okay, just a fictional world here. Say Bitcoin goes to $1 million this bull run, or whatever. Say whatever I have in there that I'm lending to the platform goes to $1 million, and say I borrow the maximum of 50% of the value of it. I pull $500,000 out, and then the bull run peaks and it starts going down. If it goes down 30% or more, then yeah, they're going to start liquidating the asset. And then as far as it goes down, they will continue to liquidate until the point, wherever it'll
So
never wipe it all
So
out.
as it liquidates, you have to pay taxes on that, correct?
No. Why?
Okay, so you put. I don't feel comfortable talking about this in public stream because
Well, borrowed money is tax free. That's the whole genius of the whole thing, because you don't have to pay taxes on borrowed money. And
okay, but okay. I talked to my investor about this. If I wanted to, I did talk to him about this. You can get a type of a loan for a home, for instance, and let's say you have $100,000 in stock in the market, and you say, okay, I'm going to take out a loan against that, which is practically the same thing as a margin, but let's just use it in an example like what Mike's talking about. I've got $100,000 in the market, and I'm going to go buy a $100,000 home, and I take a loan out for $100,000. If in the types of loans that you can get that go against your market for buying a home, if that dips, basically the bank can call you and you got to pay that loan. So with the way Mike's describing it, that doesn't happen, and that's what I'm unclear on.
Because as it goes below loan to value, they sell your existing Bitcoin, or they probably don't sell it. They probably just keep it, right? They will tag out your existing loan that you're loaning them money, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're loaning them money, and then you're borrowing against that loan.
So give me a very basic ABC lesson here. Mike buys, we'll make it an easy number, $100 of Bitcoin.
Right.
Mike borrows how much against that $100?
$50.
$50. That Bitcoin goes from 100 to 10 times 1,000. Now Mike borrows another $450.
Yep.
For a total of $500.
Yes.
Suddenly, that money that he's bought, he's spent it. Suddenly, that $1,000 worth of Bitcoin drops to $100 in value. What happens?
They would sell all but, I don't know, I can't do the math. Whatever the remaining value is, they would sell it so that they have that 80% ratio. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not one of them math orientals.
But at some point, So if you're buying so
At
if
some
you borrowed
point, I
half
guess
of it,
in the realm of possibility, at some point they could just keep all of my collateral. That's what it is. It's a collateralized loan.
Okay. So you put up $100 worth of Bitcoin as collateral for a $50 loan.
Right.
Okay. And then if it starts dropping in value, then they just pay it back with the collateral.
That's
Just
right.
what collateral is.
so
Right.
as your Bitcoin increases in value, I'm going to give another scenario here. Starting out with the $100 in Bitcoin, it increases to the point where it's $1,000 in Bitcoin. Who is causing that to go? Because it's not a stock and you're not selling and taking the gain, correct? That's why you're not paying taxes on it.
Right.
Okay. So when you buy traditional stock, you sell that stock for a profit, or you sell the contracts. If the market's going down, you can short it, etc. But you sell your stocks, you actually have money that is tied to the central banks, obviously, et cetera, but it becomes liquid cash and a profit that the powers that be, the IRS, now go, okay, you had $100, you turned it into $1,000, you owe us 30%.
I didn't turn it into $1,000.
What?
Nope.
I borrowed $1,000 against
Right,
it.
I understand, but you're not selling to make
Right.
a profit. If I'm selling, I'm using this as a scenario. If I'm a traditional stock investor, I am selling stock to create monetary fiat currency liquidity. Am I making sense? Therefore, the IRS goes, oh, you owe us 30% of that. Thank you. But with the Bitcoin, they can't do that. Is that correct? Because it's not tied to a stock.
I mean, I don't know a lot about stocks personally, but
Mhm.
I think you pay capital gains tax on like the increase of something. Like if you bought $50
If you
worth of
sell it.
stocks and then you sell it and get $100, you
Correct.
would pay your tax on the $50. But I think if you just hold on to the stocks, that doesn't count as income.
Right.
Like they don't go, hey, your stocks went up $50.
Right.
So,
Although that's what they're trying to do. That's what Biden's trying to do, which would just completely devastate everything in our economy. But you know,
yeah, all his cronies too.
he's not that bright.
No.
Well, yeah, I would agree with Mike there. Can everybody see this?
What'd you see?
No.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
What a funny thing.
I got that in the mail day before yesterday, along with something else I'll show you. I don't know who made this. I'm going to have to go back and look who I bought this from. It was very reasonable. It's metal. This is not cheap.
That's so cool.
And it
What
goes
is
like
it?
Metal.
this guy.
Oh,
Whoa.
awesome.
What the heck? Oh
Oh, that's great.
That's funny.
John Wick, I'm not a financial
Dr.
advisor.
Jones,
That
Dr.
sounds like a
Jones!
great plan to me. Mortgage the house, buy Bitcoin, then borrow against the Bitcoin. There you go.
We're going to find out tomorrow that Harrison Ford had a heart attack.
Don't say that. It was in his shoulder, and he did break it. Crap. Could be worse. Anyway, I've got my son gave me the Grail.
Mhm.
I got a shelf for it today. It's going up there, and I thought, oh great, I got the Grail, I got the hat, I got my old
Yeah.
bullwhip, got my World War I gold gun holster.
Got to.
Oh, I did.
Have anything from Temple of Doom? Well, now I do.
I do. That's awesome.
And then I thought, I don't
Nice.
have anything from Raiders as a prop because the hat released from all of them. Well, they did change the hat. So I got the headpiece to the Staff of Ra yesterday. So
Wow.
someone got it and made it and did a 3D print and sold it on an Etsy.
Nice. So your collection's rounding out.
Yeah. Well, I've never been much of a collector. It's just now that I've gotten back and I'm like, I'm going to make my studio comfortable. I've got my Pac-Man carpet under my
Pac-Man carpet?
chair.
That's awesome.
It's going to be my 80s retro man cave / work studio.
That's
Are
what
you
I'm
putting
doing,
any,
man.
like, stand-up arcade machines in there where you can choose the games?
I'm not going to do that, although
No?
that would be cool. But then it would no longer be a workstation. It would be a gaming.
PlayStation.
Yes, it would be a PlayStation.
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 Oh, Matt, did you go to church on Sunday?
I went to home church.
Oh,
So. But you
Yeah,
usually go to the 11 service?
do I? Yeah, I always go to the late one.
Okay, because we're going to be going to the what's it called, the Easter service. So which one are you going on Easter?
Oh,
Because it's
I don't
different
know.
times, I guess.
yeah, I'd have to look at that and figure that out. But yeah, I didn't go because my wife was gone for the weekend with her tango partner instructor lady.
Oh.
So they were.
Man,
up
am I
this
glad you said
competition.
lady at the end of that.
Yeah, they were at
Tango
this.
partner instructor lady. Oh, okay.
I can show you pictures, but
That is one handsome woman.
but yeah, so she was in Orange County and she took the fob to the SUV with her.
Oh, no.
And then my Integra, like, we all got in the Integra to go to church on Sunday, and click,
Oh. And it
Click.
said no.
and it said no. Yeah,
Oh.
so I didn't make it. So that's why I didn't know if you were there or not.
No, yeah, I didn't go this last time. But we're going on Easter. My dad actually likes it.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
But your brother.
Yeah, he likes it too. Same with Becky.
Well, then why didn't you go on Sunday?
Oh, because my dad, he's ministering. He's a minister, so he ministers. That's what we were doing before we went, and I figured he was actually kind of keen to go again, but I was like, I know he's had some stuff. He was writing some messages and stuff, and I'm like, you want to do it this Sunday? And then I
Oh,
try to
that's cool.
record it too.
Oh my goodness, Matt Cosson has a camera on his sketchbook,
Yeah.
and we can see it really well too.
Wow.
A very good camera on his
It's
head.
most impressive.
All right,
Good. Yeah, I got my internet up, man.
congratulations, dude.
That's
It's nice. to see
He's
you with
getting
this.
so big. It was only yesterday he was potatoing all over the street.
We can see you as you draw now. That's fun.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah, it took a little while to get the internet going. We found they had a really good deal, really cheap internet. So I was like, oh man, and I couldn't believe it. We checked online that they had what's it called, QRL code or something.
Oh, yeah?
And we
QR
got it
code.
QR. We got it in mail and we did it, and it was like, yeah, it was cheap. It was like, oh man, it was like less than half the price of what we were paying.
Oh, wow.
And I
Oh,
was like,
really?
oh man.
I don't know about everybody else, but it looks pretty good to me. I don't really see any potatoing or anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
thanks. Cool.
Yeah, not like mine.
I was wondering, I was hoping it was going to be good tonight because I was thinking it's a cheaper one. I got the cheapest one, and the next step up is like 20 more bucks. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this one first to see how the streaming goes.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
if it's good,
If
then
it's
why
enough
go
for you,
20
then-
more? Yeah. So we got it set up. Dude, this is how quick it was. We signed up for it. Like literally the next day or the day after, they sent us the cable box to start it up. I was like, whoa, what?
What
I thought
service
it was
is
going
it?
to take a week. Huh? It was Cox Cable?
Cox?
Yeah, Cox Cable.
Oh, okay.
COX.
Yeah, I used to have Cox. Long time.
That's what I've got.
Yeah, so they were just like, man, they sent it quick. And then it's funny is like the lady I talked to on the phone to help set it up, and I can hear kids in the background. So I think they work from home now. A lot of these people and the operators, yeah. But I ended up talking to her for an hour and a half about eating keto and carnivore. I was like, no joke. I was like, we're talking, and she's telling me about she started eating keto, and then her her fiance lost like he used to be 300 pounds and he lost like 100 pounds, 170 pounds, something like that. It was crazy. I was like, whoa. So she was just like really said, I need to lose some weight too. And she's like, and I'm doing keto. And then we started talking about carnivore. And yeah, we got into it, all the YouTube doctors that do videos about it. So I was giving her links and stuff. and then the Cox guy who came to help set it up he came over. We ended up talking to him for like an hour about kids, about raising kids, like in the internet and everything.
Nice.
Wow. Look at Matt being all nice to people.
Yeah, we were just talking, and he's like, he didn't even want to leave. We were just talking talking about what he did with his kids. He said he turns the internet off once in a while, so they have no internet. And he's like, what's going on? And he's like, now it's time for you to use your imagination to figure out what you can do with your time.
Imagine what?
Use your imagination. He said, what are you going to do with your time?
Imagination.
Yeah, what is that, Dad?
Tell me more about imagination.
It was what we had when we were kids.
Well, it can be a lot of things. Use your imagination.
Like, for instance, here's a used paper towel roll. It's like a cardboard roll. Do something with it. I'm like, what? Throw it away? No, it's a lightsaber. No, it's a telescope, right? It's something. It's nunchucks.
Yeah, remember when you were a kid and a cardboard box is like the greatest
Oh,
gift?
yeah. We made
Oh, yeah.
forts and castles and tunnels and
Oh, yeah.
It's every good thing.
It's a spaceship. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
whatever you want to make. Man, there's a ship where there's giant sharks outside of it trying to eat you and
Mhm.
freaking out. No, we used to have two. My brother had beds next to each other. It was a crumble bed where it goes underneath the other bed.
Yeah.
Right. It would go down and then go underneath. And then, but what we do is we would pull it apart sometimes, and then we would have a sheet in the middle, and we would lower somebody, like a kid, down in between the beds. And we lower them slowly with the sheet, so they're going down. And then we said, we're lowering into this cave with these like creatures that are down there, and it was all dark, and they're going down. And it's like, it's just freaky because it's that feeling you're a kid. And I'm like, but it's funny how we had kids on each side, and we lower them down with the sheet under, below the bed, and it was just, we make up some stories. Some kid freaked out, we had to pull him up. Yeah, we had fun with imagination, man. Build forts.
When were you starting to bring like paint and stuff into, like, you had a cardboard box? Did that get a lot of paint and markers and stuff on it too, or is it pure imagination up to a point?
Yeah, we did that too. We would cut windows out of it, like doors or something, and paint like stuff on it. You had to make like a bolts or something, or machine gun or something. Yeah, we had fun, man. We were doing so many. We would
slap little round pieces, make it a go-kart.
Oh yeah,
a race car.
And we were into military. Like, we'd play army. We call it army for short. We just say play army, and we'd have guns, and we'd have one team would hunt down the other side, and it was fun, man. Got a little brutal though sometimes. My team got captured and they were getting tortured. And,
Oh no!
I was watching from the distance with binoculars, and they were getting pistol whipped by a plastic Laramie toy gun or something. I was like, and then I had to go and save them, so I got some smoke bombs and I threw smoke bombs to the camp, And I came with my machine gun. And then the rule is, if you get shot, you had to lay down and count to 10. You couldn't move for 10 seconds. So you had to lay down 1, 2, 3, and then we get up and run, and then they try to come after us.
So it was kind of like D&D, but with fewer dice.
Yeah, or what is it called? LARPing?
Yeah.
We were kids, so hey. And the neighbors were cool.
That was LARPing before there was LARPing.
Yeah,
that was called normal.
Yeah, having fun.
That was normal, yeah. Oh man. My wife's talking about the LARPing that she would experience in Oklahoma conventions.
Oh, and, speaking of that, who was it? I'm trying to remember who. Look, I'm gonna look it up. But remember last week I shared my late lost brother, lost brother-in-law.
Yes. Which one was your brother-in-law?
Somebody in the. I'm scrolling up because I want to give him credit. I'm totally drawing it like, gosh, why is so much stuff posted this week?
Was it Alpha Proto? No, it wasn't Alpha Proto.
Alpha Proto.
Yeah,
he posted like a 9-minute long video that he had privated, but he actually videoed my long lost late brother-in-law in fighting in one.
Wow.
It was a Texas con, Arlington, Texas convention.
Wow.
Which one was he though? Which guy?
He's. Oh, did you watch it in the?
Yeah, I watched it. I didn't know who was who.
I'm not sure.
Imagine your wife was really happy to see that then.
Yeah, I sent it to his daughter too. And no, we're not doing a Chris Cuomo drawn and quartered, right, Rhaegar?
Chris-
We've got Ken with a couple swords. Nice.
So is he Ken?
Yeah, so the guy with all the bald guy. That's
Okay.
that's
With the long sword.
Jim Gasser.
So when was this? Early 2000s? Or?
That was, I forget what he said. What year was it? 2007.
Oh wow. Is that Comic-Con? That's not Comic-Con though. That's in Texas.
It was Arlington Wizard World.
Wizard World.
You
Okay.
can't hear it
so-
anyways, right? So I'm just gonna turn it.
No.
I'm gonna mute it.
I just bought my bag of dice because all my other dice are in
What?
California. My uncle loves to DM and has a group that's been going on for decades. So I'm going to probably play with him for a month.
Really?
But where's the online D&D action I've been promised? I'm kind of a little disappointed.
Yeah, Mike. Come on.
I made no such promise.
No, it wasn't you, Mike.
It
Wasn't
wasn't
you.
me.
I've been playing D&D with Chester. So she's a
Oh,
big friend of the
Chester.
community.
Bubsy? Bubsy?
So what is this Oklahoma LARPing? Is LARPing really fun? I just
At
I don't know
conventions-
much about Oklahoma LARPing.
Yeah, the conventions, like especially the anime conventions, they're like, I guess they're big into that. Yeah.
because I'm in Oklahoma. Now I'm gonna have to go check this out.
Yeah, she's Oklahoma City is where she. like,
That's
lives
where I
there.
live. I'm in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I'm in downtown Oklahoma City right now.
Cool. That's where my friend lives, and of course, my in-laws. But yeah, we were there just for Christmas.
Who's talking right now?
It's me, Matt.
Hey, Matt. So you're gonna have to get me in contact with your friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
he's
your
like-
friend do?
Like now.
Yeah, right now, right
what are you doing?
this second.
On the phone.
Mike, stop the stream.
Oklahoma LARPing.
This is not my
That's awesome.
business.
Oh, are you on Discord, Larry? Is that something
I
you're
am.
comfortable with or figured out or?
I'm on Discord.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I can probably just get Chester to send you a link.
Under paranormality.
Paranormality. Okay.
Yep.
How do I find that? Let's see. As much time as I spend on Discord, you think I'd be better at finding stuff on it?
Discord needs to be
You looking for
more
D
user
UFE?
friendly.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to send him a link to, I guess, like DNQ, FE, and maybe Fanspeak, the Chester's channels.
Yeah, I'm not seeing paranormality on there.
Maybe I have to look it up
I
by
mean, aren't
name.
you all in my Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he might not be in the Discord right now.
I've got Discord open. I'm
Larry,
looking.
are you in my Discord, Blacklist Universe?
Let me see.
Let's see.
Let's see. I'm in Funky Monkey Frat House.
Aha!
I'm
Aha!
in Meta
Aha.
Meta V Ursa's Dragon Guild.
Oh, that's
Oh, Drake
yeah,
Guild
Matt,
going out
It's
with
Cousins.
That's mine.
Cousins.
Actually, I got to get in contact with those guys again. They're starting to get things going again.
There's space. How am I going to find you?
Hmm.
I'm going to find Blacklist.
Well,
That's what I mean by Discord being a little clunky. It shouldn't be hard for you to find me. If I give you my name,
Right. It seems you should be able to look.
Hang on, let's see if I can.
well, yeah.
find
You need your name and your serial number, I think.
how do I find my serial number on here? Server settings.
Maybe it's on your like profile.
Yeah, let me go back here.
All this for D&D, really?
Yeah.
Hey, it's not just about. Sorry. Excuse me. Paranormality was my server. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
My name on there is Larry Movies.
Oh,
That's why it was hard to find, guys. Because
There he is.
Originally known as Larry Movies, #4499.
Hang on, I'll get you a link too. Get you a link to mine.
Subscriber since May of 2022. So it's only been a couple of years that I've been on Discord longer than that, but I think I dumped my old profile a while ago.
Oh, Mike, I just wanted to say, I just thought about it. It's kind of it's a side track note, but I just want to say Becky and I are really enjoying our new apartment. And
oh yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, we're still boxing and everything, but yeah, thanks to everybody who helped, buying art and donating, and everybody for buying the art, especially like
Dennis
Peruch and the Lester sisters and Comics Bear and everybody. Yeah, I mean that's really nice and cheaper.
You can also connect with me on Telegram. So who did I go off the stream with last time and was talking for like an hour and a half?
That'd be Elliot.
Hi, Elliot.
is Elliot awake?
Elliot's being quiet.
Elliot's on mute.
Oh, he's muted.
What's up, man? Sorry, I was.
Welcome back.
Maybe he
I was
took a
shaking out
vow
my
of silence.
I did.
But I'm back.
Amy,
I have
Amy,
vowed to
Yes.
silence my face.
Are you talking fan speak? Is that the one for the D&D?
Yeah. But I
Okay.
mean, he can certainly come and draw with us on FE sometime. That'd be great.
And I'll send him that too.
I promise. I'm gonna get my tablet. I'm gonna have surgery in 4 weeks
Oh,
on
bless your
both
heart.
hands. Woohoo!
Oh,
Are
you're
you
gonna need
going to have the
spines.
stick removed from your? Oh, never mind.
Say again.
Wow.
What was that?
Wow.
What was that? What? I'm sorry. By the spirit. What were you moved there, Mike? What were you saying?
Yeah, movement's more long than what it was, but
Yeah, they're gonna take and do a little nick here, and they're gonna take and do a little nick there,
Why for?
and it's gonna help my hands to move a little freer.
Okay.
Oh, right. You had the
Trigger.
trigger thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So not looking forward to it, but it's a quick in and out. I can't drive until I'm off the pain meds.
Sure.
Fortunately, there's
sure.
not 1,000 people watching the stream, so what do I care? And
That you know of.
that I know of. Should be okay.
We're all friends.
well, most of us are.
Yeah, we let Jeff on here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He feels obligated.
And somebody messaged me. I know. Are they in the stream? Someone messaged me, was asking for advice.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, hey, me. This is Jeff, right?
This is Jeff. Yeah.
Do you want to discuss it publicly here, or would you rather have a private?
We can have private. You
Okay.
Just let me know when you're available. And
No.
we can have
Is
it.
this about that growth on your inner thigh, Jeff?
Look, Mike, if you want to, he didn't want to make it public, but Jeff, I mean, if we want to embarrass Mike and talk right,
I'm carrying Mike's love child.
Love child. Never met
Handle it.
me.
Jeff, you have my my phone number.
No, I do not.
Okay,
Don't get it on the live stream.
it is 555.
What's that one? What's that one? 967. What's that song?
8675 309.
309.
309.
That's so funny. My neighbor, his phone number was literally 8675309.
9.
No, it was just the last number that was off. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was so funny because he never even heard the song. But
Dude.
People call and just start singing.
Your email got buried. I see it now that you
Okay.
responded. I'm going to do this. I always answer my phone by my company name first, and then I use my first name.
Ah.
If you sound like you're going to sell something or try to convince me to change my mind about something that I don't care about, I might hang up on you. In which case, text me back. Go, Larry, no, it was me. Please, please.
Right.
So you now have my phone number. Boom, there. Just email it to you.
That can make things easier.
And no, Jeff, you cannot have my phone number.
You know what? I really, really don't want it.
It's like he already has it, just didn't tell
Wow.
you. That's why you're getting all those junk mail calls. He's like, I never signed up for Jelly of the Month Club. Those timeshare condos.
Something about car warranty.
There we go. Alrighty. When would be a good time to call?
What's your time? What?
I'm Eastern.
You're Eastern.
Yeah.
So it's 10:22 where I am right now. So
Okay.
I'm a night owl. But I also have
All
a
right.
fifth
What's
one
the star?
myself, so
I thought you were in Oklahoma.
I am
He's in Central.
Central Time, Mike.
Did you? Oh, I thought you just said you were in Idaho.
The more you know. Da, 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 da. No.
Did he not just
LARPing
say
in
I'm in Idaho?
Oklahoma.
No, he's never
said he's
said
a
he's
night
in
owl.
Idaho.
I heard it.
Oh, he's
said
a
it was a
night
night
owl.
owl.
Night
Oh,
owl.
okay.
I heard
A
Idaho
night
too. I was
owl.
like,
Owl.
Idaho.
I'm a night owl. I'm in Idaho. I'm in Idaho.
In Idaho.
I'm a night owl.
A night owl with potatoes.
He's
Double
near
Z.
the
He's
he's
night
near
owl
the
in Idaho.
he's near the Oklahoma Idaho border.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Idaho.
Isn't there a
what?
big chunk of Oregon that wants to become part of Idaho?
I think I remember hearing about that.
Yes. The
Greater
entire-
Idaho.
The entire, eastern part of Oregon doesn't want to have anything to do with Portland anymore.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
So rather than kick Portland, become Idaho.
Well, that's a good idea. Kick Portland to Washington,
Hey, all right.
right? Take it.
Dear, yours. Run away.
Yeah, I think I told you guys that my family was visiting for the wedding, and
Oh,
my brother's girlfriend's like, "When are you gonna come to Portland?" And I'm like, "Never." But we're there. I'm like, "Yeah, yeah,
You're
but
killing
you're in
people
Portland."
and burning buildings. Yeah, I'll
nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
good.
Yeah.
Come visit us in sunny San Diego.
That's right. We'll be
That's what I
right
tell my
here.
family.
I live in a vacation spot, so come have
Yeah.
a vacation.
There you
I
go.
said to my family, but
You
Uh,
live
one-
in a terror cell.
We
Yeah,
send
but-
missionaries.
Please send missionaries.
If you want to practice your martial arts skills, you go down there. You wear a President 45 shirt. You have Antifa ninjas surrounded you.
I'm not sure how hard they'd be.
Yeah. They'd hit you with water bottles and probably mace. They use mace a lot.
No, that's not cool.
Dude, what's funny is like people don't like them. They're not even people who they get into fights with people who aren't even just because they block traffic and stuff.
Sure.
Everybody just like everybody hates because of that.
Yeah, that's not a great practice. Not a good way to make friends.
We actually had
No,
that
but it's
happen,
great videos when you watch people like flip out on those people.
Just drag them off of the road.
Yeah. Just start
Mm-hmm.
beating them and dragging them. Those idiots that glue themselves to the sidewalk.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then the cops are like chipping away and they're screaming in pain.
Ah!
What about this one? Did you see the one where these activists they chained their necks to these chicken-like assembly lines, and then the farmer or the rancher guy turned it on. It was like, I can't stop, and the machine can't stop, and they're all screaming, freaking out because it's taking them by the neck towards where they start
Oh
slaughtering
no.
chickens.
Send
course
me that
you-
video, Matt.
I would like a
You
link
can turn it
to
on,
that
maybe.
video, please.
Yeah.
Purely
freaked out,
for
like-
educational purposes,
They're
not
Great.
entertainment.
I'm gonna make a T-shirt out of it.
like, oh god, no, no. And I'm like, they all of a sudden their mind is like, but they just saw that was at that Final Destination movie. They just saw all these clips flash in their head. Some crazy thing happening.
Yeah, we really shouldn't mess around with farm equipment. That's
Yeah.
really industrial stuff. It gets work done.
Yeah, we've seen movies with that. You know, it's kind of like the
Yeah.
warning of things. You know, you gotta take those to heart.
I mean, farmers are a tough group of people. The machines, they get to do the work that's too much for them. You know that's got to be some tough machinery.
oh man,
What makes them think that stuff's gonna work?
I don't know. It's weird. It's like,
You're
I don't know,
pissing
dude.
everybody off.
yeah. Oh, what was that? Was that in South America where that guy just shot one of the protesters?
Yeah.
And it was like he looked like someone's math teacher from like, middle school. He just
Oh
walked up,
yeah, that dude.
it's like bam. I'm like, whoa. That shocked me. I was like, whoa. He was actually an American living in South America. He just got his gun, the truck. He pulled a gun, and nobody. They're like, you're not gonna do it. You don't got the guts. And I'm like, the guy's pulling the gun on me. I'm not gonna like challenge him. I'm like, have a good one. See ya.
Yeah.
I'm going to
That's
McDonald's.
called
over.
arrogance. Be wrong.
Yeah. It's
What do I know?
like, dude, someone pulls a gun. This one guy, I saw a video. This big dude walks up to this other guy. The little guy pulls a gun, like a shotgun, and the big guy that puts his arms out, like, what are you gonna do? So he shot him in the arm. I'm like,
Oh, was
got it
that-
right? You seen
Was
that?
that the divorced dude?
Oh, I can't remember. It was like a security camera caught it.
Oh,
And-
really? No.
We shot him in the arm, and it's like the guy looked like right when he got shot, he just looked like I made a stupid decision. I'm like, yeah, what were you thinking? This guy cares about your well-being, you know? I don't trust people with cars even. Like people are backing up in the drive or parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
People out here in California, they'll walk right behind you in the middle of backing out, like they just think, oh, he won't hit me. And I'm like, thankfully we had a backup camera, but they're like right up against my car, and I'm like, these people are crazy, man. Like I don't have that kind of trust in strangers where I'm thinking, they're not gonna hit me.
Or the backup camera on their car. I mean,
Yeah.
those go out sometimes.
Oh yeah, and plus the car we have doesn't have a backup camera. My brother's, my dad, their car does have. So, but when I back up, you got to have eyes at the back of your head. You got to look everywhere because they'll just walk right behind you. They don't care,
Yeah.
man.
When you get near Costin's car, you better have eyes in your back of your head.
I call electric cars murder assassination vehicles because you can't hear them. Like,
No.
I was actually walking my brother, and my brother's like, "Look out!" And there's a guy backing up, and it was just like you couldn't hear anything. He was like right on me. I
I
couldn't hear
know.
nothing.
I always wonder, like every Halloween, how many kids are killed by electric vehicles, right? Because they're out walking on the street, and you can't hear those things coming. It's
No.
Apparently they're going to change
Like-
that.
The only sound it makes is like if it's crunching over gravel, you can hear that. But
I thought you were going to say crunching over people. I'm like, oh man, it's pretty gruesome there.
no, I'm pretty sure you know something over that. But
And the screaming of the
But-
puppies when it goes over. The
no,
No, it was
screaming
freaky.
at
It
the
was like, I couldn't hear
lambs.
Yeah, in order to fix it, they then have an MP3 play that makes it sound like it has exhaust.
Yeah. You play the
Don't let it do
stereo
it.
with music playing the car sound.
an external speaker making car noises.
Yeah,
Oh, oh
There
I
was a
just-
movie about that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Vince Vaughn.
Was that Wedding Crashers?
No, it's Vince Vaughn and Kevin James from King of Queens.
Yeah.
And,
What was the name of that movie? Where they had to turn an electric Mustang, and they like put speakers in it, so it sounded like a real car.
yeah, it had a sound. It had to match up with the actual like the acceleration and everything, and they had that power because they were trying to sell it like they're independent guys trying to sell it to the actual big corps, the car manufacturers, and That was a good one, man. That's it was Winona Ryder played Kevin James's wife, right?
I don't remember. It's been
And
so long since I saw
I think
it.
she was having an affair with with the guy, and Vince Vaughn found out, and he was like going after the guy, and it was Channing, but I can't remember his name. His last name,
Channing Tatum.
his first name and last name sound the same. Like you can give them in any order, and it sounds like the same type of, Anyway,
With two last names.
yeah, but it's funny is like I remember he was like fighting the guy because for his friend because he was so mad, and the guy started fighting him, and he got the upper hand, and Vince Vaughn like chased him down the street with some baseball bat or something. He said, "Come on!" He had like a lighter, and like he also had a lighter and like can hairspray. He's like, "I'll burn your playhouse down, Daddy. Come on!" Like you come up with these weird lines. We were crying, laughing.
You can't remember the name of the movie.
Vince Vaughn is gigantic. I was in a bar one time and he walked by me. He looked like he was like 6'8". He's really tall.
That's how tall Doug is.
Well, how tall are you?
But Doug looks tall.
Yeah, Doug is really tall. He's a basketball player tall. But how tall are you? You like average height, like 5'8", 5'9"? Larry?
Larry's
5'3". I'm 5'7".
Okay, so yeah, so I mean, man.
What are you trying to say? Wait, no, what?
What?
I'll have you know that I'm still average height.
Like,
no,
5'9".
5'7" used to be the average height, but the average height in America for a male is 5'9" now.
Okay, and when did that change?
When Mike wanted it to.
That's my point.
That's when the hormone.
Why would I want it to? I'm 5'7" too.
You're 5'7" too.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm just 5'7".
Was it two more?
Doesn't that make you 5'9"? If you're 5'7" too?
No, it's 5'7" not 5'7" plus 2.
Not 5'7" plus 2.
I'm 5'16".
5'72". Oh, I think he means 5'7" also.
5'7.2".
Does anybody remember? I cannot remember how to make a star in Photoshop where I can adjust the point so that it's got. Am I sharing my screen?
I think it's under polygon.
No, you're not. Oh, yeah, you are.
Polygon. Here it is.
Oh, here you go.
And you gotta pick how many things. You can change it to 5 or whatever.
Yeah, got that. I want to have the really thin arms, spires, and I can't remember how to do it.
You have to explain it as Christopher Walken.
Oh, what you need is you've got to do. I think it's one of those numbers up there. I can't tell for sure. I can't see it very well.
I find everything is in right click. Like if
I'm
you
trying
right click,
to help Larry now because if I don't help him now, he'll say, "Hey, you didn't help me." I go, "Hey, I was trying."
Star ratio 50%. Proportional freedom from center. Star ratio 11. Ah, found it. Thanks for your help. You didn't help me.
Yeah, but in his heart, he did.
Even when I tried, it didn't work. Dang it!
There was intent. The intent was in the proper place.
He's gonna say he was trying to pitch a tent, but it didn't work either.
What?
Elliot's a loser.
And he even broke character. Christopher Walken character, trying to
Do
help.
you have any fans of?
No. Why? What?
Any fans of Rick and Morty?
No.
Heathens.
Rick and Morty. They're great guys. I know because I met them in a dream. And then one day I played the cowbell.
Yeah. Gotta put the cowbell in there.
I tried. I lost it there at the end.
You need
I have a fever,
more cowbell.
Where?
and the only
where you
cure
go
is
go.
more cowbell.
More cowbell. Yeah, he's fun to talk like him because he's got those weird emphasis on strange syllables.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard the first thing he does when he gets a movie script is he removes all of the
Punctuation.
punctuation. Yeah,
I'm in this movie.
sentence doesn't end in the right place.
I'm in this
No.
movie called Dune. I've never read it, and yet
Oh,
they
that
thought
was
my hair needed to be longer. To which I said, "All right."
After thinking about it.
Did anybody see
Difficult
Dune?
choice.
Oh, we
They
talked
paid
about this
me
last
well.
week, huh?
What's that?
Did we talk about Dune last week?
I don't know. I've been hearing everybody talk about Dune all week.
Because it's awesome.
Did you enjoy it then?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
That's why I said it's awesome. I enjoyed it because I knew Matt Carson wouldn't.
Which movie?
Dune.
Oh yeah, I like Dune. 1984, man. One of my favorites.
The 1984 one doesn't follow the book at all.
Well, then it must be not that great of a book.
I've never read Dune. Apparently,
Wait a minute. I remember clearly reading the book, and that book is thick. I don't remember everything, but I absolutely remember Sting.
Oh yes.
Okay. That's not correct.
I remember that cast actually being attractive.
That's that same movie where they reach in and there's this creature kind of looks like a wet open heart, and it's got this stinger, and if it hits your hand you get poisoned, and two people reach their hand into this thing and one of them gets
that's Flash Gordon.
Oh
Yeah, Flash
isn't
Gordon.
that the same movie? Dune, Flash Gordon. I thought it was the same.
No.
And then like one of them is like James Bond. No, that's,
No. They're completely different. One of them has big worms.
One of them's made by a master director. The other one-
I'm just impressed that somebody was able to go. No. That was as if I was serious. No. That was Flash Gordon. Oh, yeah, but I can see how you would mistake the two.
And the Queen soundtrack. It's big.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
the one
that's what makes Flash Gordon. I could care less about the rest.
No, I like to look. No, and Thor. I think the guy that's playing Thor in Flash Gordon, riding with the wings, him and Queen both together.
Voltan.
And the Exorcist.
You know what they had in common though? They had really attractive cast.
Ming the Merciless. That was great.
I never got that. I never got that Queen album. The one I did get was the one that was on the Highlander.
Oh, Comfortably Numb.
That's good.
Oh
Yeah, Comfortably Numb.
Cletus, I'm bored.
Happy Halloween, ladies.
It's gonna burn out and fade away.
You know what movie I just watched recently was Scanners
Oh yeah,
with Michael Ironside.
yeah.
Oh man, that was intense.
Lauren.
That was crazy. I couldn't watch it with Becky, obviously, so it was just me and my brother.
What do you mean, obviously?
Becky cannot take movies with
Gore.
gore or blood.
All right.
This weekend, I just watched Mr. Majestic. You ever see that?
Oh yeah, with Jim Carrey.
Hey, buddy.
Jim Carrey, right?
Now I get that joke.
No, that's
Charles
Majestic.
Bronson.
Yeah, Charles Bronson. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Oh yeah. I actually have that one. Is that the one where he's the watermelon farmers?
Yeah.
Yeah, That's a good one.
What about the original Death Wish? You got to see.
Oh yeah.
You got to see
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum and Lawrence Fishburne
Yeah.
together again at last. At least they weren't playing stereotypical, hood bad guys.
Oh, now that you brought up Death Wish, I had to bring up one of the best in the installments. I think there's 5 movies, but one of the best ones, besides the originals, obviously, is Death Wish 4: The Crackdown. I recommend that highly. Did anybody?
Is that the one where they're like in the like heart of the city, and they've got bazookas up in the?
No, that's 3.
Oh, that's okay.
That's where the guy goes.
No.
That's 3. That's when he's like, "I'm gonna kill a little old lady for you."
Fish
Watch
posh.
the Black News.
That's 3, you Philistine.
4 is the
That's
all-out
not
action
4.
film where he takes on the drug mafia, the mafia, the cartel. But the trailer, Mike, you gotta play the trailer because that trailer is gold. It's pure like 80s action gold. Like it's the way the taglines are in it too, where he's like the match is set, the fuse is lit, Bronson is unleashed, and it shows all this great action. He's like, no interference from you, I'll do it on my own. And then it shows him like with Danny Trejo's in, I think too. I can't.
Ah, well, there you go.
A young Danny
Really?
Trejo.
Yeah, one of them had Denzel Washington and as a background thug.
No way, really?
My
Yeah,
buddy
yeah.
my buddy that's working with me on our Paramelody project knows Danny and wants to get him involved with it. I don't know what he would do.
Oh,
Danny's a Christian too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Is he?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, he spends a lot of
Nice.
time working with people who have well, he kind of got a start in Hollywood after he got saved and left jail and was working as a mentor for like an AA program. And there
What are
was
you talking about?
you didn't hear about this?
Danny
Good
Trejo, right?
impression.
Danny
Yeah.
Trejo, right?
I
Yeah.
can't do his voice.
That sounds pretty good.
I like him in
I follow him
Halloween.
on Twitter.
No, Michael. I was good to you, Michael.
And he has a taco shop, right? He owns a taco shop.
Wow, just because he's Mexican, man.
Yeah. Jeez.
The area
Yeah,
neighborhood I live in is like largely Mexican.
What do you
I'm
got
not
against
even
Mexicans, Mike? Come on.
I'm not even
What's cool
kidding.
about it?
The ice cream truck in our neighborhood is like
Where do I begin?
that's the actual ice cream truck music in our area. And I was like, if this was in another area of the California, they'd be like, that's racist, but it's in the actual Mexican area. But it's the classic ice cream truck music.
The fact that you were talking about it though automatically negates any validity to your story because you shouldn't be telling those stories. Only those who won't feel like they're being culturally appropriated.
You're responsible.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I think in California, where like everybody's down with, they're all part Mexican or something.
I like the way you said that. It sounded very regal.
Now
You
sound
trying to be
California.
Moon Unit Zappa?
I don't know if I
Like-
talk like this a lot.
I think
might-
he's
Oh
being
my
Christopher
God.
Walken, as a
Trans walking?
taco salesman. That's what I think he's going for. I don't want to say anything else. I didn't want to.
It sounds like California.
We've got cheese
Ellen?
tacos. We've got. Well, I can't do Christopher Walken, but
Now I want a cheese taco. I don't even know what it is. I want one.
we've
Danny
got
Trejo
tacos. We've got
Danny
fish
Trejo,
that can
man.
go in tacos.
Jeff, please don't ever try to do Christopher Walken again.
I thought you
Oh.
were doing Trump. I thought you were doing Trump at first.
We've got tacos. You know what my wife made the other day? It
Oh.
was wonderful.
Tacos?
She made those
Tacos.
crunch wraps from Taco Bell. She
Hmm.
made them here. Oh, so
What was it?
a crunch wrap.
Ooh.
Oh, it was
The best
amazing.
is, and I've never perfected the recipe, is Cheezeritos.
Cheezeritos.
Anybody
You mean the-
remember Cheezeritos?
You mean
No.
Cholitos?
No. In the 80s, we're talking like 1987, the Taco Bell soft tortillas, flour, of course, cheddar cheese, red sauce, and chives. And that's all it was. But if you don't have the proper ratio and if you don't have that proper burrito red sauce, it cannot be attained.
Oh man.
So
It's
do you have it perfect?
It's unattainable. I've never been able to perfect it. It's unattainable. I'm very.
I have perfected the chilito.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
So
Is that the one with the black olives on the top?
No. It was the chili cheese burrito. I'm talking about.
Oh,
so is that like a home recipe, or did you figure out how to order it like sub this, sub that, or?
I just love the chilitos, and so I make my own here.
Mike
They're
figured out how to
so
order
good.
it from Taco Bell.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
How
And
good?
I tell people about them, and they're like, "What is that?" And I just say, "Just try it."
Oh my!
And they fall in love.
my.
And then it's their life.
Oh my.
Ooh.
That sounds
If
great.
you want the instructions, I can tell you. But then I
But-
need to.
Have to kill you.
Oh no. Might be worth that.
I've perfected the art of ordering Mexican food and picking it up.
Nice.
I have ordered the art of
Ordered the art.
using an app to order Mexican food and having it brought to me.
Well, there you go.
We are many people with superb talents.
Mm-hmm.
Superb salads. Oh my.
Superfluous talents is what you're trying to go for.
I don't know what you're talking about, Michael.
Ordering food is
Has ever
not
done voice work
10. What?
or just played around? I said, has anyone in here besides myself, of course, done any voice work or just playing around? No.
No,
Oh.
No.
that's how I do
I-
videos. That's about it.
I did some goofy stuff for a comic company once, and it wasn't
Oh,
ever
that's cool.
used.
Goofy? Oh, hey, Mickey. There you go.
Oh, Mickey.
That's good.
I was actually in class with Bill Farmer, who's still the voice of Goofy right now.
Oh,
We were in
wow.
voice class together years ago. Many,
That's so
many years ago.
Did you ever ask him why Goofy keeps Pluto as a slave?
I did not. I felt very uncomfortable about asking him that. I know that he didn't create the racial dynamic, and
Nobody's obviously taking part in that.
well, the question is Goofy really a dog?
Well, yeah. What else would he be? A
Technically.
cow?
Are you making assumptions? That sounds like an assumption.
Yep,
I am
I'm assuming his
I am
gender.
assuming his something.
Are you assuming his species?
Pluto is his slave name. Yeah, what's it? His name is Kunta Kinte.
What the hell? I mean, what the heck?
What the hell?
What the beep?
Was is? What are you doing? Is this Amy or Melissa? This is Melissa.
Oh,
It's not showing up.
Oh no, it's not showing up. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can fix that.
Damn it.
Okay, why is it doing this?
Okay.
What
time
in
to
the
compare.
wild world of sports am I looking at?
Okay.
God. Yep. Oh, I bet I messed up here. Was it? Nope, it's there. Okay, so
the wide world of sports is going on here?
Where's the number?
okay, I'm gonna close this.
Okay.
That was
Set.
crap.
Yeah, it's a good bit.
His best role though was as a werewolf.
That would have to be a very iconic role. Anytime you
You haven't
play a
seen it?
werewolf in a movie,
serious?
It's going to be your
Yeah.
most outstanding role.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen him as a werewolf? No.
Slim Pickens was a werewolf?
Yes, he sure was. He sure was.
Freaky.
Lies.
And what movie was that?
The Howling.
Oh,
Was he? I thought you were gonna say
There you go. Now
once
let's
bit, was
see
it twice
if
bitten or whatever? I love the nightlife. I like to boogie.
oh man.
Look at y'all.
I'm pretty sure that was the Slimwood one.
Oh boy.
Are you sure?
I thought he was a werewolf. I thought he'd be there in that one.
Elliot's not leaving it in the 70s.
What?
I said you're not leaving it in the 70s.
Abba who? What?
It's weird. What is it? Why is there no message? I need to reset. Let me try me. No.
Brown.
This world were mine, I would place at your feet all that I own. You've been so good to me. Sing, Mike.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Wow. All right. There it is.
Oh no!
I don't think I like that. Let's see if I can adjust.
Why you draw Yaira?
Huh?
Why you draw Yaira?
I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. It's been showing up in my feed on Twitter, and I can't think of anything to draw at the moment for the stream anyway. So, what the heck? Why not?
Why not indeed?
I can always draw Cyberfrog.
I gotta say, man, I miscalculated. Yes, I ignored that comment.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I thought it would do about the same as Alpha Core, and it looks like it's going to double it.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is you were wrong?
Yes. Mark it down. March 13th, 2024, 8:52 p.m.
Hang on, let me put that in the stream.
It's one of those things.
I think Mike should sing "Come and Get Your Love." That's what I think.
Wrong.
I had been drawing a lot of male characters lately, and I don't know. I was like, hey, I draw a woman, whatever.
A girl woman.
Yes.
A female lady, you mean?
Something. I'm discombobulated. I'm very not burnout, but there's something. There's something. I'm not having a good time.
Aw.
Well, I mean, just lately, just running mill, not having a good time drawing for whatever reason it is.
Yeah, I've been having a little bit of writer's block.
Yeah.
I think part of it is due to the fact that I already wrote this thing that I want to write, except for last time or a couple times ago. What was it? I rebooted my computer and lost my entire script.
Oh.
And I don't want to rewrite it.
You have to.
I have to.
Right.
Whoa.
I know.
Whatever you're doing is wrong.
So I'll get around to that at some point. But yeah, I got this last minute project dumped on me, and I was like, oh, good.
So, how's it going with the game? The Pepe
The what?
Trump game?
Oh.
Pepe.
Well, the gas hasn't been good, so they haven't launched the bridge yet, and we need to bridge it over to another chain. So they're watching the Dencun upgrade. This is all stuff that nobody understands unless they're in crypto.
There's a lot of
barely
bridging.
understand it, and I
lot
don't
of
understand it.
Bridging and bridges on being built to bridge things.
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain.
The Dean Cain upgrade. That's right. Like to thank Dean Cain for upgrading Ethereum. Very helpful.
15K coin.
Yeah. So, anyways, there's a lot that has to be done. Not moving right now. So, good time to get in.
Get into.
Pepe Trump.
Yeah.
You want to buy stuff when it's low, not when it's.
Well, I want to
high.
talk to you about all that because if something goes wrong and my hands don't work well, at least I could maybe, if you wanted professional advice aside from your Earthworm Jim friend, who technically wasn't an animator.
Ooh.
Not that I, not that I'm judging. I'm just stating that.
Damn.
I'll message Doug. He'll be like, Larry, you messaged me before, right? Yeah. My best friend's Bill Deli. Oh yeah. Doug?
Going down.
Hey Doug, I messaged you a week ago. You still there, Doug? So, yeah, that guy.
Is Doug not calling you back? Are you bitter?
No. Salty.
It took you a long time to answer that.
Salty.
Where's Weldon? Speaking of salty.
I hope he's all right.
Probably face down in some peanut butter somewhere.
He just forgets that it's Wednesday.
He's donating his underwear to Goodwill.
Hey, Mike. Okay, show my screen. I found something I got from a comic store.
Hey.
Ooh, look how pretty that is.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
I found a comic store sign from 2012.
What the heck?
Oh,
Yeah, out here in California, I found it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Where'd you find it?
I can't remember now. I was at a comic store and I'm like, no way, what the heck? It might have been someone like sold the collection and they found it in their comic box or something.
Wow.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah, I had something like that happen. Somebody got some prints or something from somebody and asked me, "Did you do these? Are these worth anything?"
Like, depends on how you feel about them.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, "He died. I got it in a collection. I want to sell it real quick." Like, that's real nice. That's nice.
Yeah. I like the little stamp you got there, the Elliot Fernandez.
Yeah, man. That was my logo for a split second.
Sweet.
Right back.
Well, there you go.
Wow, that's a
And
blast.
that's a real signature, isn't it? I think it's a real signature. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the actual.
On those,
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
Cool.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, all the way out in California.
It's
man.
a flash from the past.
I like the Iron Man too. Iron Man.
Look at
That's one of my favorite
you.
shirts.
That's back when I only knew Elliot from Facebook arguments.
Oh, really?
I don't remember those arguments, Michael. We keep saying this.
I don't. I remember I argued with Mike when I first met you about, but it was about some nerdy thing like Star Wars or something.
Sort
I
of
think
like
it
we
was
do now.
Yeah.
One of these days, Mike's going to realize that there was another Elliot Fernandez he was talking about.
I like Star Wars. I've never really understood why people just love it. I mean, it's science fiction. Indiana Jones is real. I don't understand why you would pick
both
the science fiction over the real.
I grew up with both. I was into like both because, well, think about it. Han Solo is Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones is Han Solo.
Whoa. Han Solo is a fictional character. Indiana Jones
Can't fly an airplane.
Right. Hates snakes.
He hates snakes. He can fight helicopters too, you know?
I hate snakes, John.
Have you ever seen that interview that Mark Hamill did, and he's doing an impression of Harrison Ford?
John, I think I've seen him do that.
Oh my gosh, no!
It's like on a Tonight Show.
He's saying,
no, I'm saying Elon Musk. This is breaking news. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Let me do my thing. Where's my thing?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Breaking news: Elon Musk just confirmed that he will take Dogecoin payments at some point.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'm gonna go look at the Dogecoin chart now and see how the world is reacting.
Of course.
I have no Dogecoin.
Oh.
I have a little, very little.
Doge.
Hey, a little bit can turn into a lot.
I need to exit and re-enter the studio. Maybe it'll let me stream my work. I hope.
We'll let you back in. Don't worry about it. Just don't shut off your computer and lose your script. Just a
Wasn't my fault, Mike.
word to the wise. Word to the
That
wise.
wasn't me, Mike. That wasn't me.
It was totally you, Elliot.
I don't think it was me.
Bitcoin currently scraping along at an all-time high of $73,266. Squid Grow is up 155% this week. I don't even. That's the thing. I don't even have. Since I don't have Dogecoin, I don't track it. Dogecoin. Oh, it's not up yet. Maybe I have time to get in before that news.
Look what I found.
Oh wait, no, it's spiking from.
I found this Batman book, right? But look, it's published by Panini Comics, and it's 2.99. Is that pounds or euros?
Yes,
pounds.
British
So
pounds.
isn't that crazy? And then the printing. This is the British DC comic, and okay, and then look at this. The printing is like lower quality. It's like the paper, you could feel it. It's like,
oh yeah.
Look at the black. The black is not even black. It's like dark gray. Like,
Yeah, it's a pamphlet. What do you want?
it's so weird. But it's like it's a printing quality. It's like the paper feels weird. It feels like it's got a film to it too. It's like weird. It's like leaves a film on your fingers. But it's DC. And it's relatively new. But I was like, well, I got $1. I got it in the dollar bin, I think. And that's weird. I haven't looked at this yet.
Joker stabbed Batman while wearing a Superman costume.
Yeah, this is actually, I say this is one of my favorite guys working in DC right now.
Who is it?
It's I think it's Jorge Jimenez.
Oh yeah, Jorge Jimenez.
Jimenez. Yeah, look at it.
My name.
He has kind of like a manga feel to him.
Jimenez.
Like feel through stuff. Well, of course, it's just a superhero, but Batman getting stabbed by the Joker wearing armor. Oh, that's weird. I don't really buy these for the story per se. I just love the art, so I kind of study storytelling. Anyway, look at that. Nice. And also, I bought because I was watching Richard Friend talk about Olivia Coipel. Cool. I bought this one. I am Batman. Or if it would have been true to the Michael Keaton, it would have been like, I'm Batman. You know, I''M Batman. That would have been better. But Coipel. I watched him render like these lines. He uses like Pigma pens, you know, the multi-liners. But I don't know, I'm not a fan of the coloring because the coloring kind of looks but this one's cool. But sometimes it overpowers the line art.
I just converted all my Filecoin into Dogecoin.
Are you kidding me? Just because of Elon Musk.
That's correct. That is correct.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I do like his stuff. I don't. It's hard to find his stuff really. Very quick though. Quick. But look at the. I like the little bit of the rendering. That's.
He doesn't do as much stuff anymore, and when he does, I'm sure he gets paid very well in his commissions.
Yeah, I was gonna say his commissions look pretty crazy. I've seen some covers he did. Like that's the only thing I could say. I think that's sort of recent. But I guess I Am Batman didn't do too good. But he only did one issue. It's like I looked at the other ones, and at least the other 3, and it's just someone else did it. But I must have found this for a buck.
He probably got paid a hunk of money for that one issue.
Probably. Hey, look at this. Is Becky showed me. She has this Matt Weldon print that we got at one of the auctions.
Oh,
Bunny.
That's cute.
Lola Bunny.
I wonder if there's anybody who can draw her really well on tonight.
Lola.
Pretty sure Elliot could.
I don't know about that.
And then let's see if I can. Here you go. Weldon 2020.
What do you think, Larry?
I think Larry could
Say one more time.
Do you think I'm trying to guess if there's anybody who could draw Lola really well here tonight? What do you think?
Lola Bunny. It has been a long time, but if I had a model sheet, I could draw her. Except I still don't have my tablet attached.
Oh.
But I will. I will. My oldest son's coming out in 2 weeks. In between now and then, I'm trying to get my studio wrapped up because he's going to be sleeping in here.
Just gonna throw a cot in the corner or something
Yeah.
like that, or just crawl under the desk.
I used, much to the chagrin of those who are probably online, I used AI to create a DeLorean 80s retro piece of artwork for the creation of a one-of-a-kind shower curtain print.
Cool. It could get a high enough resolution for that?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I don't know. They always seem to come out kind of tiny to me, but maybe they've
If
got
you use
one.
Midjourney, well, you can up-res it. And there was a while there where Midjourney you can up-res it even more. They're still tweaking and playing around with it.
Sure.
Speaking of AI, did you hear about I know Kevin was talking about it. The Todd McFarlane's contest. One of the winners was an AI Midjourney user, and people are ticked.
Yeah, because Todd even put it in his rules that you couldn't use AI.
Yeah, you can't use AI, and he picks a guy who uses AI, and it's blatantly like AI. Really, I mean, maybe that. And it's funny, he didn't follow the rules either, like because you're supposed to do it with blue line paper edge.
Yeah,
I didn't even do that. Like,
oh, that's good call there, Carson.
because I was like, I went and I seen this. He had done gunslingers and like no blue line paper. I'm like, what the heck? Like I went painstakingly had to resize mine to fit that too. So I was like,
Yeah, I got into a long argument with somebody on my feed about that stuff today. Oh boy.
yeah. I didn't know the guy was an AI artist, but I kind of was ragging on AI and.
Oh, that's okay. He just came and attacked my friends on my own page, and it had nothing to do with the conversation. Wasn't about whether or not AI was valid, but he tried to drag it into that, so I blasted him. And
Oh yeah, because it was about the rules, right?
yeah, I was making a point that he wasn't using the rules, and it sucks that Todd was looking at people with these weird, strange, oddball styles.
It's cool. It's cool because it has to be real cool. That's what super cool.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he didn't notice that the guy's stuff, and I went to the guy's, what is it called, Robot 9000 or something, 900,
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah, it's in the name, man. And I went to check his stuff out, and there's all these different styles just on his page. And clearly the car artwork that he had there was AI. I mean, I even played around with Batmobiles on Midjourney when I could get on there and on Discord or whatever, and I was just goofing around. I was like, hey, what kind of Batmobiles?
Yeah, right.
And I could tell the style from that, where I was goofing around with Batmobiles, and the styles that this cat had on his page. It went from a bunch of automobiles to some weird glitzy spinning top things or something like that, and oh man, and then it goes to this weird cyberpunk what do you call it, what's the end of the world stuff,
Apocalypse?
yeah, apocalyptic,
Post-apocalyptic.
post-apocalyptic artwork, yeah, thank you. And none of the styles matched, and I was like, dude, this has got to be AI.
Right.
And then you click on his Spawn stuff, and in his descriptors is Midjourney.
Yeah.
Or his tags anyway, is Midjourney and
Sure.
Photoshop. And I was like, come on.
But then
then
you're
I got-
defending it though too, because you're saying it's just a tool. I'm like, yeah, but he specifically stated you can't use that tool. Right.
Is it okay that I use that tool to make a shower curtain? Is that acceptable for my
That's
retro
We'll let
my
it
retro
ride.
studio?
Well, my
it
argument is it's a flash in the pan dog and pony show thing, and yeah, it's fine for that, but it's one of those things I was kind of getting mad about it because I had this discussion with Elliot, and it made me immediately think about that, and I, Cossen's talking about something on there, and Cossen got discouraged by it, and I thought about it for a second. I was like, dude, that is crappy, man, because you had Neil Towski, you had Weldon, you had Cossen, and they didn't get a fair shot because this, did AI, and
Human person.
I was just like, man, they get knocked out of a contest, and Todd didn't have the decency to say, hey, I'm looking for not
Oh, he didn't specify.
I don't want pro work. I want like guys who just like
yeah.
Work.
Go ahead.
No, because it's like he said. If you would have said like, because most of the picks he picked were not. No one. There was a lot of pros that actually did work, but he didn't pick any of them.
Yeah, he didn't pick anything that was kind of mainstream. He picked it looked like, if I could describe the art style, it's very abstract, very like first year or last year high school, first year art student, and it just wasn't very. It just, I don't know. To me, it didn't look very good. I've seen strange, kind of expressionistic or abstract or any kind of art styles like that where people draw something good where you go, wow, that's pretty eye-catching. And none of these were that, So it was kind of sad.
Art school, like when you go to see like artists in art school, like college and stuff, there usually is a certain type of look. I mean, because they're experimenting, right? They're trying different things. They're trying to find their own style, and everything kind of had that look to it, where they're still kind of in that phase of searching to find their own look. But it kind of looks, I don't know, a lot of it looks the same, like, and they're good. You can tell their drawings, like, man, that's good drawing. But it's just kind of it's like, yeah, it's the same old.
Right.
And I don't know, but I guess I wasn't too surprised because, I mean, as a marketing thing, it makes sense to pick somebody who's a fan because then it makes all the fans go. I don't know. I think his whole contest thing was actually smart because it made everybody just think about Spawn,
Well, now that it's over, I can actually kind of go out and actually say something. But it's anybody noticed that it wasn't that nowhere in the contest rules was there any kind of mention of money?
Yeah,
of course.
He just puts you on a cover, right?
You
get something cool.
Exactly.
What you want, a Spawn cover? Yeah.
Anyway, I noticed that while we were doing, I was like,
you should be paying me to do it.
Exactly.
I was gonna make a comment on the Instagram, but every single comment was attacking the AI thing. So I'm like, I don't need to say anything. Everybody's saying it. It's like they're all going. But he didn't say anything back, so I don't know if he's seen it yet or if he got word of it yet.
He's just going to dust it under the rug and he's going to print it. I mean, that's.
Well, people are. Some people are actually talking about boycotting them because of it. So that's maybe not a large percentage, but there are people who are willing to do that crap.
Well, somebody was pointing out to me that some of the guys he uses AI anyway. So if he isn't bothered by, if he isn't bothered by that, then he's not going to be bothered that one of the winners had it. So whatever.
Yeah.
But at least have the decency to say that outright. You know, come on, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
were they using it to like fill in some background elements or draft
No,
some
the
things?
whole thing.
The whole thing.
was the AI, yeah. And he said,
I
well, I
see.
use Procreate, and he listed like half a dozen softwares. And I'm like,
I'm going to
Yeah.
just use Midjourney for all my work from now on.
yeah.
I'm done.
Well, that's what I said, is like, you can't copyright that crap, really. I mean,
True.
you know, I mean,
Yep.
I could go in there and just save it and work over top of his stuff. I mean, like, that's my stuff.
I was gonna say, does that make that stuff public domain?
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh, child. That's it. That's all I need to hear. That is all I need to hear.
Things are gonna get easier.
I got an eye on one guy. I like his stuff. Like, I'm gonna take that dude right there. I'm just gonna repost it. Look what I made.
Dude,
I found it online.
I saved a bunch of like cool looking AI stuff, and I was like, dude, I used to save some stuff for color palette stuff. I'm like, this is like really good colors, and the guy didn't come up with it. It's totally AI, and I'm like, and of course you can tell because like if you look really closely at the details, it's like the earring blends into the ear and blends into the hair. It's like, you know, there's no like separation. It's like if you start looking closely at a lot of AI, that's really good. If an artist doesn't work on top of it, which is, you know, what they
Dude,
should
I'm
be
just
doing.
gonna take their stuff, man. Why not?
Yeah.
Why am I holding back? I'm just gonna do it.
Well, like I said, there's no laws
It's
right now.
called a conscience. And
No.
it-
You
Is
didn't
it?
make that. You didn't
It's a
make that,
robot.
man.
I made that.
It's a robot.
I'm just gonna take it. Hey, man, this is cool. Can I have it? Of course. Thank you.
Do it.
It's the same thing, right?
Do it.
Who
Yeah, there
was
was-
doing that?
There was some guy complaining that because he was an AI artist, he was complaining that somebody took his prompt and modified it and used it for his
Prompt?
own. Yeah, because basically what you do is you type in what you want, and that's called a
Mhm.
prompt,
Yep.
and it generates it. Well, and some of those can get pretty complex.
Yeah.
So, but somebody
Oh.
snagged his prompt and modified it and made his own image that he now. It's their own image looks almost exactly like his
Of
that
course.
they're now selling, and he's all upset and complaining that it's plagiarism.
Yes. Let's go.
I love it. I love it.
English.
It's like and he just got
Oddly enough, the prompt is probably plagiarism
maybe.
because that
Sure.
he's actually writing. That's his. That's the
Sure,
entirety of his creative process. Is
Yeah,
his,
sure,
him being
sure.
able to write the.
Yeah, I
English
love it. I love
language.
it.
How
I'm
did
gonna
you
take
get
it.
the prompt though? How did you get the prompt though?
Well, what
Well,
did you get an AI
so-
to make the prompt?
He typed it in and modified it and did whatever different things you need to do to it.
Well, like they do now, like I want to get art like Jerkmonger. I'll just say I want art. I want the prompt of like that one, and then it's the same difference.
Open source. Can't wait.
A whole new world.
Yeah, what if you you did the prompt of your own art? Would that still work, right?
Hey, man.
But, and
I'm
it's
just saying.
and actually, I don't think the prompt. I mean, you could claim copyright, but the minute you modify it,
Mhm.
it sort of invalidates the copyright.
Is it like
So-
the 20% rule, like the old 20% rule? If I put a stamp
No.
on it and I mail it to myself, is it?
No,
Yeah.
it's like in software, virtually nobody copyrights anything. Nobody tries to patent
can't.
anything, and it's because you can't. If somebody goes in and modifies portions of it, or changes things enough that the copyright doesn't exist, it's near impossible to prove that it
I
was.
mean, isn't that the
scam.
argument that they're making about taking the art from other artists?
Artists, they're changing it around, so it's like
They're considering it fair use now. Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
they claim it's fair use, and they say, well, we're not using any of their images, even though they are actually using the
Of course
images.
they are. Which
But-
is
That's
fine.
the thing. The guy wouldn't drop it either, man.
Yeah,
Kept going on and on about it on my feed, and kept going on about how great it was or how it's really art. And I was like, dude, here's the thing. It said you may use this stuff for your art. You may call it your art or whatever you want to say. I said, but one day, because all your stuff is comic related, one day you're going to go to a con.
Mhm.
and you're going to be selling your prints or whatever, and then somebody's going to ask you for a commission. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you can't even figure out how to draw something properly in the first place? And
I don't do commissions.
Yeah, exactly. And then he sketches out something, and the person that bought it starts to go, "Hey, you're a fraud because this doesn't look anything like what you're selling up on your thing." And
Well,
you explain to me how your artwork, or how that's your artwork or whatever. And I went off on this, dude.
Well, yeah, and the thing is that it's like with writing the books. People don't follow books; they follow authors. So you end up, if you use AI to like write your book, you end up with a slight problem in that number one, you didn't write the book, and number two, what you may get with the next book could be completely different stylistically than the one that everybody follows. So you run into a human problem with trying to make this thing work in a marketplace. But you could sit there and say it day in and day out, and nobody's going to listen. As far as I'm concerned, they can not listen all they want,
or all you want.
Yeah.
You're used to that, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm used to people not listening to me.
I was listening.
What'd you say? I couldn't help it.
Somebody
had to do it. Somebody had to do it.
My fragile eagle can handle it.
Thank you, Jeff, for enlightening me. I'm just saying, I'm gonna go take the art that they say is their stuff, and I'm just gonna say, hey man, fair use.
Yeah.
Fair use,
I'm
brother.
gonna make a shower curtain out of it right now.
Fair for me to use this. Thank you very much.
Is this Melissa or Amy? It's
I'll see
Melissa.
I'll see why not we take it.
Is that yours, Melissa? The art? That's the clip?
I'm just gonna say something like parlay. I claim parlay.
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 Pirates. This is why pirates do it, right?
Say what, Elliot?
Say what?
Whose stuff is this? Whose window is this?
This is me, Melissa.
Okay, I thought it was Melissa's.
I was working on an animation for a test for my dialogue test. It got done really quickly, and so I just started kind of just visiting some of my old favorites, like everything I've been drawing for like as long as I've been doing animations on drawing quarters in here. I just kind of tripping down memory lane.
I was thinking the one with the snake with the glasses.
The eagle with glasses. Hang on.
Is that an otter?
Yes.
Yay!
Yay! It read. Thank goodness.
Thank God he didn't say skunk.
Otherwise, you'd be like, I guess it is now.
It's
Wait, that's not a
Pepe.
ferret? No.
The piece.
I meant ferret.
It's a vole. It's a vole.
The bird. I think it'd be funny is if when he put the glasses on, it magnified his eyes really huge. Like when the glasses got on, it's like giant.
Oh
yeah. Like warning.
Oh yeah, the lines are a little darker, but you could make them like.
I did make them a little bigger. I didn't quite exaggerate it. I think.
Oh, go all the way. It'll be
All the way. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's try all the way.
Like it just
All right.
some big eyes. You're like, could be hilarious. Like,
Let's go ahead and find
I
out.
love his reaction when he's just like little tiny eyes and all of a sudden big eyes.
You might even be able to just like grab it with a tool and blow it up.
Let's try it.
Oh, you can?
Like that, and just kind of blow it up.
I would just make giant pupils.
Yeah, make round spheres.
Like
Just
big
like make a little
round
rounder, like
pupils.
change
So
the
it's like
shape.
it's just
all you see is the pupils. Yes.
Yeah.
Giant round.
Okay, I'll try that.
It was just hilarious where he just like magnifies his eyes like. Whoop.
The smart little chick in the Foghorn Leghorn cartoons is like that when he takes his glasses off. There's two dot eyes.
Very good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that effect with the Coke bottle like glasses where it's boom.
Is that the chicken hawk?
No, it's Egghead.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember Egghead. Yeah, no, it's funny.
He never talks.
I've been watching. Have you watched the Tex Avery, Tom and Jerry, like cartoons on Tubi? They have the Tex Avery. They're hilarious, man. Oh my gosh.
Tex Avery, Tom and Jerry.
Well, I think it's well, I know I've seen the
Chuck Jones, you mean?
Chuck Jones, Tom and Jerry, but then there's a Tex Avery like cartoons in between where he does like Droopy Dog and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I never liked.
Yeah.
No, that's funnier. Okay, now how do I handle that for this frame?
It has
Well,
to, that
I
eye
mean,
would have to be big, right?
Do you think it works with
That
them
one
going
eye.
big once they're settled, or should it be as soon as the frames pass
As
in front
soon
of
as
the eye?
as soon as the glass starts to get over the eye.
Yeah, that one eye. It's just like it
Okay.
has that
So
big,
go-
you know? You can even make it even bigger so that when he puts it down, it gets it kind of
If you had
adjusts
a
bit smaller.
breakdown, do you know what a breakdown is? It's like it's a major in between. If you had
Yeah,
a
it's
breakdown between there, go back one frame. Go back one frame, one drawing.
I think that was it, right?
Okay, this one here or this one here?
Go back. Yeah. Okay. What's the next one after that?
After this is this.
Okay. Start from frame there. Next. Go forward. Next. Okay. If you add a drawing between, go back. Go back.
Okay.
Backward.
Okay.
Backward. Stop.
Okay.
Between. Add a drawing in between as the glasses go over the eye, and you'll get one frame where the eye is halfway inside the glasses and outside, and the outside will be small and the inside will be large.
Okay.
It'll give it a more
Like a transition, right? Like a
transitional
It
effect.
looked like it's moving like
Okay.
So
Do it here. And, I mean, he doesn't start picking up the glasses for a while.
yeah, like a little closer, right? The
Or
frame,
did I
right?
just did I need to make that sequence longer?
Oh, I think
You
he
only need
means
one extra drawing to make it
only
work.
one extra
It's like
drawing.
go to the next where his glasses come up to his cheek.
I already tried it
Yeah.
as method, and she kept going past it.
Like right there. Right? You have to do one in between that one and the other one.
So between these two, and so
Keep going
okay.
between that one and that one. That
Okay.
one?
Okay.
Yes.
That's because I like that expression where he's squinting and his the glasses go over his eyes. I can just see his eyes be like. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, Tex Avery. Some of those old cartoons were so. People they would say sexist, right? But even like my wife was like, "Hey," because it was about men driving cars and women driving cars. Oh man,
Tex Avery did Little Red Hot Riding Hood, right?
Yeah, I believe he did.
Just because my sister had an accident in her car last week does not mean it had anything to do with whether she.
Was a female.
Like, that didn't really work out. I'm going to shut up now. Okay.
I always do it to Raz Becky. I go when someone cuts me off. I'm like, "Is that a woman in the car?" And then when she goes, "Hey," and I go, "Yep, it's a woman." It's like,
It's like, I didn't make a mistake. I hit them on purpose.
because a giant truck. You know what? It's out here in California. If people like drive really bad and are jerks on the road, you can mark it down that their windows are fully.
I noticed Becky clearing her throat in the background over your sexist remarks, Matt.
No, she's used to me making sound. Oh hey, watch it.
She's
Wait,
used to
wait,
me
wait,
make me a
oh,
sandwich.
Yeah. No, that's someone put a meme up or showed this one woman and said the first woman in space. It's because we still need to make sandwiches in space.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh my goodness.
See,
I was like, I just finished watching
Oh.
Predator, Out for Justice. I need a good sandwich. Hey, Becky.
Yeah. See, it's funny. She likes those movies too. It's funny though. She knows me. I just rib her because I'm actually the one that does the laundry and I do the laundry and a lot of the cooking.
The trick is that you need to do the laundry, but very poorly.
Yeah. Not too good, man. No, here's the thing. She folds though. When she gets home from work.
Do you
Okay, oh, then
separate?
done.
Do you
done.
separate your
I'll
colors,
do
Matt?
laundry all day long. I'll do laundry.
Matt, do you separate your colors?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
That super
And
NES.
the white lights and the darks. Like the colors go with the darks, so they don't. Because you know what? I had pink underwear for a while before I did that red shirt with the white underwear.
TMI.
Because in high school they made us. My mom, she was working, so I had to do my own laundry, and all of a sudden Mike threw a red shirt in with my underwear, and I had a pink underwear for gym class, which I didn't know it was going to be pink because it was a low light, and like when the locker room changed, and I had pink underwear. So thanks, Mike. I mean, it was perfectly pink. It wasn't like it looked like I bought pink underwear, which I didn't, by the way.
It's not pink, it's salmon.
Salmon pink. That's right, salmon. Salmon color. That's what I told him in the locker room. It's salmon, all right?
That was conch shell. It was conch.
This is not pink, guys. This is salmon. Big difference.
I said it like Adam Sandler. He's like, shut up. Like they're gonna cry. It's salmon. Salmon. You know, I didn't know about salmon until the color. Until later.
It's not pink. It's muted fuchsia.
Muted fuchsia. Barbie was salmon. Barbie was wearing salmon. Yeah, that's right. No, Ken was wearing salmon. Barbie's wearing pink.
I'm just Ken.
Ken never wore pink. He wore salmon.
Did everybody watch the Oscars?
No.
No.
Me neither. Me neither.
I did see clips. I saw Michael Keaton Batman with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that was good.
He did what?
Well, they had Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger present an Oscar, and they mentioned that they both worked in Batman. And then they said, "How did Batman kill you?" And he's like, Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "He killed me using my greatest weakness, love." And then he goes, "How did he kill you?" He said to Danny DeVito, and he's like, "Toss me out a window." And he's like, and then he goes, "In fact, there's the guy right there." And he pointed, and Michael Keaton sitting in the front row. He's like,
and then of course Arnold does the "you son of a bitch."
Yeah.
He actually did. I'm not lying about that.
Yeah.
And then Michael Keaton did that gesture with his fingers, like, "Come on, come get it, like, come on." And right in that still frame of Michael Keaton, he looks like he'd be perfect for Batman Beyond.
Yeah, he's got a good stare down, man.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Wonder if the Beetlejuice movie is going to be any good.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, they're doing Beetlejuice, right?
The latest Ghostbusters trailer looks good.
Yeah, I want to see that too. They redeemed themselves from that other one they did.
What other one?
The one before the last.
What other one?
With Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Exactly.
Eventually cost him to get it there.
Yeah, what other one? Oh yeah, there wasn't. That was an Elseworlds.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Indiana Jones 4? What?
Or the glass skull.
Indiana Jones 5. What? What is this?
I would say,
Indiana Jones
did you
5?
see that one though? The last one. You had to have seen it if you're an Indiana Jones fan.
That is exactly why I did not see it.
You had to have seen it.
I tell you what. I'll tell you exactly what happened. On our way from moving from Indonesia to the United States, it was free on the plane. I watched the first few minutes, fell asleep during a little bit of it, woke back up, skimmed through all of the de-aged sections, and then watched the highlights. And to my chagrin and horror, everything I'd heard about it was true, and I was so glad I didn't sit there and get emotionally invested in it in any way, shape, or form.
I think as people were sad to see Harrison being 80 years old. You know? Which I'm surprised he was doing a movie, Indiana Jones, at 80 years old. That's crazy.
I agree.
But he did.
Hey, Mike, can you show my screen real quick? So I gotta show Kevin something.
Ooh. What's that?
Oh,
Wow.
dude.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice. Wait now. Oh, Scarlet.
Nice.
Oh, I love that Scarlet too, man. Oh, Snake Eyes. That's a good one, man. That's the old school Snake Eyes mask. No Way that Stalker. Outback. Oh, nice Outback too.
Yep.
That's definitely Outback. Hulk Blooms.
Nice.
Even the Cybers and the. Oh yeah, Roadblock.
Oh yeah.
Spirit.
Nah, there's my boy.
Oh, Shipwreck.
No, it's not Shipwreck. Shipwreck came. I'm just kidding. Guys. Doc. Gung Ho. I see him coming right there. Nice.
Rock and Roll.
Sweet.
I'm gonna do all of them at some point.
Bazooka,
want you
man.
to-
Bazooka next.
I'm using this new program, or it's a newer program. I don't use it
I
much.
think there should all be variations of Christopher Walken's face.
Oh, I've tried that.
That's freaky.
It's hard.
What is that?
So this is a program called Art Studio, or it might be Art Studio Pro.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not that.
I was talking about the character.
Oh, the character. I was inspired by the character from Sky Captain, that
The
robot.
world of tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I never saw that movie. I never had a chance to see it.
Oh, I love that movie.
I'll
I
check
thought
it
It
out.
looks gorgeous, but the story was thin, or I would have remembered it.
Well, she's the I love it, but she's not really a woman.
What?
She looks like an Asian character.
You mean she's
But
not
when-
real like Min-May? What?
No, but when she gets knocked in the face with a pipe, it exposes all her machinery. I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
that kind of not real.
What is Angelina Jolie's character?
No, this is that one that was wearing the black hood the whole time.
I never watched it.
Is Scarlett
never-
Johansson in that?
No, Pepper Potts. What's her name? Gwyneth
Gwyneth
Paltrow.
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 Yeah,
Then what
But
am
I
I
like
thinking
this.
of Scarlett Johansson from then?
Mike, you should check out this program. Man.
Oh well.
It's
What
not bad.
program is it? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's just called Art Studio Pro, and it's not expensive at all. And because it has some of
Not expensive.
the features of Photoshop and of Procreate. And what it comes with already is pretty strong as far as brushes. I was doing Deathlock
Oh, yeah.
based on the figure,
Ooh.
but I didn't do it on the gray background. I should have. That's probably what I did.
Excuse you.
Anyway,
All right.
I just wanted you to see my GI Joes.
Yeah, that was all amazing. It's
Yeah,
crazy
man.
because it looks like to me some of your pencil work is getting more illustrative, like a little bit more rendering, a little bit
I
more.
think you would say that illustrative.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do more of that stuff, man. My comic work. I want it to be simpler,
graphic.
but yeah, but I like illustrating. So
Well,
and it's just me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's just penciling and then using the smudge tool to make it look different.
So that
Anyway.
your work is more illustrative. Exactly.
Or illustrious. What? Is that allowed? Anyway,
I love
That's
what
all.
you're doing, man. It looks beautiful. It really does. Very cool.
and I can play around with textures like here on the beret. I used just the
Is
side.
it a raspberry beret?
Yes. As a matter of fact.
What kind you find at a
Bought it
second?
at a secondhand store, man.
Hey.
And by the way, this is Old Man Outback, just so you know, because representing the old dudes. What's up?
Oh yeah.
Somebody said they all look too beautiful. I said, shut your mouth, boy. It's G.I. Joe. Anyway,
They
I just
are
thought
beautiful.
you thought you would appreciate some of this nonsense.
I do, man.
Shipwreck's he's almost my favorite. He's got that little pseudo
Little
smirk.
twinkle in his eye and his little raised eyebrow.
Yeah. Although his hair's a little long, but whatever. All right, that's enough. Show everybody else.
I thought
Nice
Shipwreck.
sniff of you.
You just came up from the sewer into the toilet.
I thought Shipwreck had a little bit longer hair than most of them.
He does on the
those.
figure.
Oh, okay.
Figure's got extra nonsense.
Not what matters.
Oh, I finally got that last flag point I needed to get Condor from Valaverse, the Hawaiian 501.
Uh-huh.
So I was able to take Tony Stark's head that I was using for a while for Footloose, and I did a custom Footloose. It was all right, but the head was great. I thickened the mustache and I put it on that Hawaii 5.0 looking Condor body. Now I've got Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Dopatronic. I can't wait.
That's cool.
Mike doesn't like us talking. I gotta stop because Mike is like, like the AI.
Stop with the geek stuff.
He's like Google Gemini. He's watching out, make sure we don't talk too much about toys.
He's envious of
I have
Elliot.
none of that geek stuff
oratory prowess. Prowess, whatever.
You're looking for is illustrative.
It's hierarchical.
It's true. Yeah, sure.
I'm not very erudite. Erudite, whatever you want to say.
Okay, stop walking around and get in the way.
I need some
Dang
help.
it, there is something I really want to talk about, but I can't talk about it online.
Oh, okay.
So what are you trying to say?
I'll be back.
No, text me in Telegram. I'm curious.
Hurt yourself. Don't
No,
spill
this is
that
about
on
me.
I mean, not completely close. Matt, stop it. It's gonna dribble. Thank you.
Matt, you better stop it, Matt.
Sorry, I was doing a little dance number eating ice cream. See, like, actually, I'm having a keto bar.
Bless you.
A keto?
What'd you say? A keto bar?
It's a keto
I thought
ice
you
cream bar.
sneezed.
Oops. I'll be drawing more here in a minute. Trying to find my phone, and my phone has disappeared. Rubble.
Which character is this? Kevin?
Yaira, the Rippaverse character or something. I think she has ice powers, I believe. At least looking at Kanan's artwork.
What'd you think about that trailer?
I haven't seen it yet. I've just seen pictures from it, but I haven't seen the actual trailer yet.
I didn't care about it. It was weird.
What was this for?
It's it's a promotional trailer for this comic book that's being crowdfunded, and it's I'm excited for the creator, but I just think that promotional video is weird. All right, I need some help, guys.
Okay.
Like what?
I did the Spider-Man and I did Batman, but this Magneto I'm not crazy about. What would you do different? Like here's the Batman, right? So I used this cape to create the segments for the what did you call it, Mike?
Jam piece.
The jam piece, right? And I did the Spider-Man. I think that came out pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I put little white dots in the between to make it look like it was sparkling web.
Yeah.
But now this Magneto, though, I don't know. I feel like it's. What do you think about this idea with the cape flowing and break the parts like that?
What did you make fragments of metal, bent metal or something?
That's. I thought about that, but the problem is it needs to be big enough pieces that make up. Like, it's metal.
It'd be shreds, right? Like,
I don't know what that means.
You know,
he would be shredded, like working
well,
out.
I'm thinking of like anime. They do metal when it's about to explode, or if it like it starts to splinter and like shred, kind of break apart, like kind of splinter, like
Like if you cut a Coke can with scissors into strips.
Yeah, but then
there's too much negative space and there's not enough room for the commissions.
right. But also, I don't know if it'll read as strips of metal. Like at least in the cape, like in Batman, it reads like his cape, right?
Yeah.
So
you could have his hand like extended up above like where his shoulder is, and then have all the pieces like floating, like making that separate shapes.
But I have
or another option is to have him holding his hand out and having his power signature be extending out.
Right, but so I did a Professor X one, and the guy finished it, but I used the like electrical power signature for that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same collector, the same commissioner. So I don't want to make it just the same, or I guess I could make it. I could make the bands look more like electricity. The other one was supposed to be more like energy. This could be more like pseudo
electric,
electro waves.
Well, like it would be more like
electromagnetic waves.
Like instead of like the other one was like this. It was like little pieces that would like that. There's a lot of this type of stuff. Okay, you see that?
Yep.
What I could do is make it more like that, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
So it looks like flamish energy.
Mm-hmm.
Not flame, but all right, maybe I'll do that instead.
Llamas.
So
Bring
then I
on,
can-
Johnny.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. That's good stuff.
Oh no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you for the view.
Thank you for thanking me.
Artistic. Oh no, thank you for thanking me for thanking you.
Oh no.
No, Mike, nobody wants to thank you. Anyways, continue.
So wrong. That's so wrong.
No. It's like a cage match in here.
Okay.
I wonder if anybody drew along since we didn't have anything to draw.
Well, we bored Rhaegar. He went right to bed. So.
You went to bed?
Yes.
Nope, there's nothing new in the draw along.
John Wick was talking about Dogecoin.
John Wick talking about Dogecoin.
What's up, Winsing?
People decided to outdraw me on the Yaira. It's not a contest.
That sounds like her name is Yaya.
Yeah.
Like Yaya.
Yeah.
Like that the regular show. Yaya.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
You guys don't hear that music, do you?
Yes. But just barely.
Okay, so I don't want you guys get in trouble if it's playing. You know how it plays in the background.
Well, you guys can hear my oxygen machine, so I'm not going to complain.
I mean, I just don't want any copyright strike crap, you know?
Oh, yeah.
My wife put too much salt on this salmon.
Oh no.
Does it burn?
No. It's
Okay.
just salty. It's salty, man.
But you haven't had that where it's like so much salt that it actually, the taste kind of like leaves a burning sensation on your tongue?
No, what the hell kind of salt are you using?
Regular salt, man.
You ever put that salt on it that like burns your skin right off your fingers?
Well, salt can burn stuff. I'm not going to justify my descriptor to you.
Oh, speaking of burning salt, you know what's really good is you ever use air fryers?
Yeah.
We just got one donated to us, and I've never used it before, and I'm like, man, it's really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I'll be using this for a lot. I made some pretzel bites for Becky, and I sprinkled salt on it, and the salt, like some of the stuff that fell through, like kind of weird, kind of almost like liquidated almost in a way, because there's a little bit of water in there, I guess. But no, I was just thinking about that air fryer, man. It's pretty nice. It's a small little one. We just made some chicken in it, chicken nuggets.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You can't really see this. It's too blowing out the screen.
Kimchi
Hey,
time.
Mike, my dad's doing the carnivore now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the second week now.
I include a little tiny bit of kimchi in my carnivore diet.
Oh, yeah, vitamin K too, right?
That's right.
Does your family like it or no?
Kimchi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not everyone. Micah likes it.
What's kimchi?
Fermented cabbage.
That would be called rotten
Rotten
vegetables.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
so
terrible.
good. It's good. It's a little spicy sometimes.
Oh, yeah, you got to get the spicy one.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, especially with beef. Eat it with beef, man. Chicken. Mostly ramen. If you have ramen with that, it's pretty good too.
Does it taste like
Kimchi ramen, yeah.
What was that, Kevin?
I said, does it taste like vinegar?
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
it's it's a little spicy and I don't know how to describe.
I don't know. When people say
I don't know how to compare it to anything else because really it's like the other pickled cabbage is like sauerkraut, but that doesn't taste anything like kimchi.
Kimchi. Okay.
So does it taste like kimchi? That's what I was waiting for. I was like, so I think it tastes more like kimchi.
It looking like a man. Mike, I want some kimchi? No.
Oh,
You know what keeps you after you've been eating out of it, man?
Well,
It's really
Mike,
gross.
well.
Today we had we went to Costco and we got those 2 hot dogs, the quarter-pound hot dogs.
Yeah.
So my dad and I just had without the bun, just had 2, and we dipped them in mustard. It's a half a pound.
That's what I do. That's exactly what I do.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's so good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up the show because there's something I want to talk about
Oh,
that I
okay.
don't want to talk about in public.
Oh, okay.
And it's my show, so I can do what I want.
It's my show and I can do what I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go
Fine.
soon anyway. I gotta go take my insulin.
Oh, good,
so-
because I want you to.
Not be here?
No, I want him here. So that's
Oh,
good.
okay.
I'm ending it while he's still here. All right, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, good night, everybody. Thank you for checking
Watch
out
my,
the show.
watch my interview
Oh,
on
can
the
we see
Ultimate
Honey's-
Kuna
yes.
tomorrow.
There we go.
There
you go.
Sweet.
That's great. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that seriously works. Thank you.
There you go. All right. Good night, everybody.
Happy ending.
Good night.